Welcome to another DragonLance Saga gaming episode. Today is the 7th session in our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition DragonLance Shadow of the Dragon Queen campaign. Now it is Braca Brook Green the 18th. My name is Adam, and before we start the show, I'd just like to invite you to consider becoming a member if you're not already a member of this channel, and of course remind you that you can always pick up DragonLance gaming materials by using the affiliate links in the description below. Now, last time on the Shadow of the Dragon Queen, our heroes were asked by Jayev Valdrews to track down militants that have been ambushing travelers and refugees on the road from Estwilde to Solamnia. After braving a flooded river, they arrived at the site of the attack and tracked Draconians south to their encampment. After giving their position away, the Draconians ambushed the heroes only to ultimately be defeated. The heroes returned successfully and were immediately sent to a skirmish between the Kalaman military and the Dragonarmies near Vogler, with the goal of destroying their smaller war machines. They were unfortunately unsuccessful and forced to retreat from the skirmish. Later, Marshal Vendri sent them to recover 2 spies east of Vogler. They traveled across the Vingaard River and discovered the only living spy being tortured by Draconians. They defeated them, captured one, and rescued one of the spies, delivering them both to Kalaman. So before we start our show, can we have our intrepid heroes introduce themselves? Let's start with you, Bendix.
Bendix, Glowstar, level 5 Paladin.
Nice. You're a little low in volume. Is there a way you can amplify that a little bit?
Yeah, let me get that out.
Arjan, can you introduce yourself?
I play Arjan Ghhaleson, male human fighter, level 5, battle master.
Battle Master, such a great title. Galabrand.
Hello, I'm Galabrand Liarin. I am a human rogue. I am trying not to be shot by arrows, and so far succeeding.
Everyone needs goals, so that's great. Ulrich.
Hi, my name's Derek. I'll be playing Ulrich. I am a druid of Cheslov, and I'm the son of a wolf. And I'm looking to bring balance to Krynn and stop the Dragonarmies however I can.
Awesome. Son of a wolf. That's sounds like there was some strange stuff happening before you were born. All right. So ultimately, you are all at Castle Kalaman. The reason we sort of came up with to excuse Ulrich and Galabrand was that you were going down to the docks to help with some sort of fish issue. Why they chose you, we'll never know, but you were successful in resolving the issue with the fish. So you have now returned. You've been downloaded about everything that's happened, and yeah, victory dance for the fish. And at this point, you're sort of standing by, just hanging out in that renovated ballroom that's become all of your, sort of, I don't know, sleeping bay, ostensibly. And just sort of chilling out. Is there anything you guys wanted to go over before we dive in with what's going to happen next?
Aside from just gear maintenance and maybe some training here and there. Otherwise, we're just waiting for their call.
Yeah. So Fynn has bowed out. He went to deal with some issues about a nearby forest. No one's really sure what he was talking about, but he was really kind of encouraged on by his boar pet, his little companion that he has. And so whatever they're dealing with, it's outside of the city walls, and he hasn't been seen in a good 12, 15 hours at this point. There's no real reason to worry, but we know that he is otherwise busy and won't be joining us for this session particularly. Derek Highwater. Oh, go ahead.
I was just curious. There was like a bunch of people inside the main hall when we first got to Kalaman,
Yep.
and one of them was head of the Cartographers Guild.
Yep.
When we have downtime, I would like to see if I can talk to them about getting more updated maps. So whenever that's available.
Interesting. Now would probably be the best time. Ultimately, once Derek shows up, there's going to be another mission coming. So if you wanted to talk to anyone about it, now would be the time. His name was Faz Julton. To get an appointment with the Cartographers Guild leader is going to be a little bit challenging since he's such an important person in the city. He's one of the city magistrates. So realistically, it would be easier to go to one of the map shops and try to just pick up a map from them if that's what you're looking for.
Sure. Just updated maps of the area, just so we have the most recent information, just in case there's something that maybe we would be useful to know.
Okay. Yeah, as far as the map of the city, that's easy to be acquired. The surrounding area, as far as Nightland is concerned, and even Hinterlund, that's very easy to get taken care of. Anything from Estwilde or further to the east is going to be a little bit more challenging, because ultimately in the past few years, people who have been traveling back and forth have been dealing with raiders and, you know, rumors of war, and people just simply don't return from those areas in most cases. So it's a little bit more challenging, though you will always be able to find a Kender who swears up and down that they've got the most accurate and up-to-date map possible. So whether or not you want to take the chance and use theirs is entirely up to you.
I will try to not use a Kender's map, not because I don't like them, but because, well, I just want more accuracy more than anything. So,
yeah, how dare you impugn the Kender's accuracy? Yeah, that's no problem. We don't have to roleplay it. You can pick up a map. It'll cost you like 5 silver pieces or something.
okay. I believe I have that.
Now you had written down equipment from a previous game, the last game that you were a part of. The last game that we all played, there was some more equipment that Arjan had updated, of course, in our notes here. So we just need to make sure that everyone knows what totality of resources we have. So, you know, make sure that there's some sort of universal place that we're holding that information. That's sort of behind the scenes there.
I got a forum post on Roll20 that I've been keeping a track of. I can dump that into the chat.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So as you return to the Castle Kalaman and to your guys' living quarters, ultimately Darrett Highwater does show back up. He looks a little more forlorn and actually a little bit older. You know, the wrinkles around his eyes have actually started to set in. He was a very young man when you first met him. And of course, the responsibilities that have been put on his shoulders, he has been able to step up to them, but you're starting to see the wear and tear that it's taking on his physical form. His shoulders a little bit more drooped, but he's trying his best to, you know, stay positive and be upbeat for the sake of, well, surviving the Dragon Army invasion ultimately. He enters to you guys, sort of takes his helmet off. Gentlemen, it's so really good to see you. That Draconian that you had brought, we were finally able to break him and gather some information. There's a couple things that we should probably talk about before I talk to you about the next coming mission. Ultimately, Raven, if you'll remember, the mayor of Vogler, she has been assigned to a team that is going to go out, and we're hoping that you'll join them. But I thought you might want to know a little bit about what the Draconian had revealed to us. And I have to say, it is a lot of the information you have discovered as well, so it's corroborated. Some of it's a little bit more fantastical. Ultimately, the Dragon armies have been hiring bandits and mercenaries. They've been coming to the region in order to join, of course, the Dragon army because they pay well. You have run into situations where groups have been tested by the Dragon Army for inclusion. The Dragon Army forces include these bipedal creatures with dragon-like features. One of the instruments that you had, the creatures that you had brought here, the Dragon Army soldiers refer to these as Draconians. So now at least we have a confirmed name for them. They do refer to themselves as Draconians, though they insist that there are different types, different variations on the species. The Dragon Army troops wear black armor with red flourishes and the symbol of Takesis, the Dragon Queen, adorned, emblazoned on the armor. Their leader is the Dragon High Master Kinsaldi Fire Eyes. Her soldiers fear and claim that she can see through any lies. She is some form of omnipotence. She's incredibly powerful. We don't know if this is simply in charge of the Dragon Army that's been harassing us in this region, or over the entire forces, however vast they may ultimately prove to be. These Draconians that serve the Dragon Queen serve her fearlessly and fanatically. It is amazing that you were able to subdue one of them and in fact bring them in without them dying. We've heard rumors from this Draconian who if I'm being honest, I'm not entirely sure I believe. They say they use wyverns and dragonkin called dragonels as flying steeds. Like they actually ride these things. I don't know anyone who's seen a dragon. Even history, it's been over 1,000 years. So I don't know if I can really believe this, but he did seem sincere. And I mean, to be quite honest, he was taunting us with the knowledge of it. Some of these Draconians are told to be able to cast spells. They can control the minds of others. They can even steal the form of foes that they've killed or even explode when they die. Again, this is sort of fantastical area here. I'm not sure I entirely believe it. Is this something that you've experienced in any measure?
So dragon people are saying that dragons and wyverns are being used to fight us.
Yes.
All of this sounds fantastical, but some of it's being proven true.
Yeah.
We have ran into at least one type that was more agile than the others, and we also found a different type that seemed adept at spell casting. The rest, though, it's a little harder to believe.
Yeah.
But so far, I mean, it seems like every day is learning something new about them. So,
isn't that the truth?
I heard stories a long time ago that wyverns used to be used by knights and elves. Do we have any by chance in our regiments?
No, that sounds. I don't mean to, talk down to wherever you heard that. That sounds like children's stories. I can't imagine anyone writing a wyvern or dragons of any sort, to be quite honest. I mean, it's something used to scare children. And I just, seeing these new species is crazy, but there are, other lizard folk like the Berkel that we have run across, before, though they are pretty reclusive and live regionally isolated. And so I can imagine that these Draconians are maybe an offshoot of those. But dragons, that might be a bridge too far for me. What could we possibly have to stand up against them if that were true? And why haven't they brought them to bear on Kalaman yet? I don't know.
Do we have any defenses against any flying mounts of any kind? Do we have ballista or
yes, we
trebuchet?
absolutely have war machines. And of course, you all helped bring in that gnome, and we've been talking with her, the leadership. I haven't been talking with her, but the leadership has been talking with her about trying to build or maybe capture some of the Dragonarmies weapons so that we can face off against their war machines, their war engines. Then that might be an option. We do have catapults and trebuchet and stuff like that. I just don't. If it's true, I think we have much darker days ahead of us than behind us. And
if it is true, it also means that there are probably some facts about them that were raised. They might not be as invulnerable as we think if they do exist.
Well, I personally am not comforted knowing that Rukeldust is going to be building giant egg shooters.
Yeah, we've talked to her about the chicken design. We're not entirely sure how effective that is, but she is pretty insistent to use some form of leg-aying animal mechanism. I'm not entirely sure why. The gnomes.
Maybe to distract the enemy?
Certainly seems like it would be a distraction. So maybe she has something. I don't know.
But do we really want our siege weapons to be drawing so much attention?
I mean, if we have to employ them, I think that's the least of our concern. In either case, Raven is waiting. Wheelwatch. I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I feel like I'm missing something here. He's like, yeah, if you could follow me to the command room, we could speak with Raven about this upcoming job here, and I'm hoping that you can help us with it.
We can do all we can.
Very good. All right, so he gets all of his stuff together, and he heads down there. He's not going to wait for you if there's anything you guys need to get together, if you need to put your armor on or gather your equipment and stuff. Just meet him there whenever you're ready. And if there's nothing that is going to keep you at all, then we can pick up from there if you'd like.
Are we fully rested?
Yeah. All hit points have been healed. All your spells and abilities are back. You've had a long rest.
Cool.
And everything should be good. Okay. So you get to the command room, and in there is really just Darrett and Raven. Raven stands up and walks toward all of you, greeting you welcomely, with a big old smile. It's so nice to see you all. I've heard such great things about what you've been doing on behalf of Kalaman. I just wanted to thank you personally once again for everything that you've done for us from Vogler, and of course what you're continuing to do against the Dragon Army incursion. I'm afraid we have some more situations to be dealt with, and I'm hoping that you'd be amenable in helping us.
I don't believe we have anything else happening, so we should be able to be of assistance.
Wonderful. So she brings you over to the table. She spreads out a map of the area of Kalaman here as I find it. And let me bring everyone else in on this. Now, as you can see here, we've Kalaman. You all know the area. This is the Bay of Kalaman here. Down here is an outpost. This outpost is near the border of Estwilde. It supplies Kalaman's forces that patrol the border. It lies approximately 24 miles southeast of where we are right now. It has been taken by the Dragon Army. Now, I have been aiding the Kalaman military for some time, and I've been given command of a force to retake the outpost. But to be quite honest, this force is composed mostly of members of the Vogler civilian population, and they have been training these past few weeks, and they're becoming very competent, but to be quite honest, they're not quite the caliber needed to retake this outpost. Darrett stands up. I'm hoping that all of you could fill in on behalf of the lack of experience and maybe lead the troops in this particular case, and not overstepping bounds here. And Raven looks up. It's quite all right, I understand. Not to take control of her forces, of course, but to augment them in your own ways, using the talents that you have proved in battle thus far. She speaks up. I have a map here of the outpost I'd like to show all of you. Let me grab that really quick. Now, what you're seeing here is the Wheelwatch outpost that has been taken. Now, you can see that the northwest tower here is the tallest watchtower in the entire fort. It has a commanding view of the surrounding land at a 360 degrees. Now, all four corners have fortifications that are equipped with horns that we know when we occupied the fort, the sentries would use to raise some form of alarm. I do not have any idea how many Dragon Army soldiers occupy this fort at this time. We know it can hold up to 40 different soldiers. And of course, the most pressing concern is getting inside. Now, what we're planning on doing is, of course, leaving Kalaman within the next hour in order to get down to this outpost. It'll take us approximately 8 hours to get there, and we'll be hiding behind a grove or within a grove about a mile away, observing the outpost. That's where I'm hoping you can come and join us and watch with us to try to discern how many troops, how the troop movements across the battlements, how the guards change out, so we can probably get an estimate, ideally an accurate estimate, of what forces we're actually facing. And here's the part that we really need your help with. There are two gates. Of course, the north gate and the south gate. Both are locked, and there's a key required to unlock them, to open them. It takes some time to open them. We don't have the key. Those were taken. So we need you to somehow get inside of this outpost. We need you to open up the gates, and as soon as they're open, we can then come in and deal with the rest of the people inside. This is going to be requiring absolute subterfuge on your part unless you're trying to face the entire force within yourself. Know that that is not what we're asking of you. We just need you to get in, find a key, and open up so we can come in and retake the fort. Is this something that you believe you could help us with?
We could.
With Cheslov's help, we should be able to be successful, I believe.
That is the greatest thing I could possibly hear from you. Now, I'm going to go take care of the troops, get them all ready, and we're going to head out. You're welcome to join us on the march over, or if you just want to meet us there, again, it's going to take approximately 8 hours, so the sooner you can get there, the better, and we can examine this situation together.
Do we want to talk more about the plan here, or once we get to our hiding spot near the outpost?
If you have any ideas at this point, I would absolutely love to hear them.
Well, back when we were at Vogler, I then point to Ulrich. He turned himself into a small woodland animal to sneak into the Draconian camp.
I'm not surprised.
If we could send in a small team that should be able to either get him in or get the entire team in, we could also bring in some poisons and mess with their water, wait about 2 to 3 hours so we could weaken some of them.
I'm not sure I understand. Are you saying that multiple people can turn into animals and fly in and poison their water source?
I'm saying he can, but if we have a small team that could also get in, that's something we could do. I'm simply
That's what I'm
trying to
asking
think.
all of you to do, is be that team, that small team.
I look to
There's
Derek.
only 2 ways to get in. The gates.
Can you
There's
say
nothing
that
on
again,
the
please?
ground. There's not a passage. Anything that he knows of that he can tell us about.
Well, Raven is the one talking to you, and she does not know of any. Darrett, of course, he's also from Vogler. He doesn't know of any other secret entrances. And as far as they've been debriefed, there are only 2 entrances. There's no underground complex or anything like this. This is an outpost meant to supply watches that go across up and down the Estwilde border. So it's not really meant to be like a castle fortification or anything like that.
Derek, you want to shapeshift into
I
something
could
small?
shapeshift. Yeah, I could shapeshift into a spider or something like that. Maybe something that could climb the walls. I could then have a rope in my sack. That way, when I turn back into my normal physical form, I could drop the rope down to allow you all in. We would just need to find a location where there's either no guards or there'll be plenty of cover. That will maybe at the darkness of night, maybe we can use that to get in.
Also, which side of the keep will we be approaching from?
I think that's entirely up to you. I mean, we're going to be coming from the north, but if you think it's easier to get in from the south, then by all means. Ultimately, we're not going to really know what the manpower is at this outpost until we get there and we observe them for some time.
I agree.
We would also need to
Derek,
know so that we could open the right door.
Yeah. We can just observe, and then Derek, if you want to just maybe get closer, and then come back and report, see if you can see anything, and then we could plan our attack that way.
I agree. Let's first observe the fortress, then we can decide which way the best to approach it.
Darrett's saying, yeah, I think that's probably the best possible case. The poison route, I don't know where you would possibly pick up a poison. That's illegal in Kalaman and in most civilized places in Ansalon. To be quite honest, it's not an approach that I would ever be comfortable with.
What about a sleeping draft?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sleeping draft?
What's that, Ulrich?
A sleeping draft.
A sleeping draft? You mean like some sort of potion?
Or something that maybe, if I don't know if there is an alchemist in the city, maybe they could possibly create something that we could. I mean, I like the idea of making it so there's less forces for us to fight. Not sure if it would be useful.
Give them a lot of melatonin in their water supply.
Just feed them a bunch of turkey sandwiches. And, to be quite honest, our idea was not to have you go in and fight them. We're hoping you can just go in and open the door.
We're not saying that we want to poison them so that we could fight them. We're saying so that the people of Vogler have less enemies attacking them, even if we have an overwhelming advantage when we get there.
The idea is to take this fort. Poisoning the water isn't going to help the people that are going to be taking this fort once they've taken it.
That's absolutely
fine.
true. We do need this fort. I mean, it is, again, it supplies our watches that roam the border. So we want to make sure that once we get in, that we can then reoccupy it.
Okay.
Understood.
So let's just go with, we'll watch and then we'll plan. We'll plan as we observe. And
All
then
right.
as we're doing that, Derek shapeshift into something that would blend in with the fort, wildlife, insect, something. And then let's see what you could pick up with you being closer inside or around the area.
Sounds good. I agree with that plan.
Very good. Well, if that's where we're going to leave it, I will meet you at the grove about a mile away from the outpost so we can observe it from a fair distance so they won't notice us, hopefully. I will see you all there. Good luck to you. Raven heads out. Darrett's still standing there. You know, I'm a little bit concerned. We've never really faced a mission like this before. Do you feel comfortable taking care of this? I just don't want to put you all in a position that you're not comfortable with.
If it helps bring Cheslov's desired goals into line with what we need, I am willing to do anything.
I also enjoy staying alive, and having this fort will increase that chance.
Love how you put that. I also like to live. I choose life every time. Yeah, I appreciate it. I wish I could go with you. I have other duties I need to attend to. Please be safe. This feels different to me than anything you've dealt with before, at least thus far, to my knowledge. And I just want you to be careful, is all.
Well, we've survived every other mission we've come back from. Let's keep the streak going.
Very good. I like that attitude. All right. Well, best of luck to all of you. I have other duties to attend to.
Yes, sir.
And he walks away. Okay, so if you want to just pack up and go, let me know what equipment you're bringing with you if it's something out of the ordinary. Remember, you do have that globe. You have the Fargabs. You have access to horses if you want to ride horses to get there. You know, however you want to deal with it.
Do we want to bring both Fargabs with us?
If you did, then you could have some, like one of them over it. Well, you wouldn't want someone calling you while you're trying to...
Yeah, that's the thing. We would have to give it to the other team, the other assault team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just thinking
give them the proper signal.
Well, I was just saying I could wear a Fargab up when I'm getting into the building and letting you know when things are clear would be easier than, say, flashing a light or casting a fireball.
Would the Fargab change size depending on what you turned into?
Anything I'm wearing gets absorbed.
Absorbed, so you wouldn't be able to use it until you turn back.
Correct.
Are sun rods a thing in this?
They may be, but you guys don't have one.
Uh,
You have that globe. If you're looking for a light, if that's what you're talking about, you do have
another
that.
thought I
We have
another
the
thought
drift
I
below.
had is something we could do is if we have some way to produce light, we could distract the we could have like a light go off in one direction to draw attention. And if the light comes off if we can disguise it as a natural light, then we probably won't blow any cover, while also making it easier for either people approaching or for someone getting out.
I'm very good at distractions.
I agree.
Just keep in mind, the idea is to sneak in and not let yourselves be known. Because if they're aware, if there is a force in reserve inside this outpost, that could put you in a very bad position.
Mm-hmm.
And it could put them in a very bad position, of course, as well. You know, the militia that's joining.
I just like the idea that we just observe and then Derek would be closer and we can pick up patterns and weaknesses within the fortress.
Yeah.
We may even be able to see who has the key and where that person last went, and then that's what we would set eyes on the track. And the rogue can go in there and do his thing with Derek, get the key, be quiet about it, and quietly open up the doors.
Makes sense to me.
Let's do it.
Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so war, everybody but Derek, we'll just observe. We're going to look for patterns, weaknesses.
Okay.
Maybe try to see who opens up the gates and where they walk off from there. When they lock it, where do they go?
Okay, so if you're ready to head out, are you taking the Fargab?
I don't think we should.
Okay. Then are you bringing the Drift Globe?
No, don't. We don't need any light.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, this is morning, so 8 hours you're going to get
Oh.
there. It's going to be late afternoon, so
Okay.
it's not like you're going to
Got
be.
it. I thought we were just taking the light to scout around with. I'm like,
yeah, that would be a bad idea.
No, because you can just put it in your pocket and it doesn't. Well, you can turn it on and off. So
Okay, but yeah, I thought we were actually using it to emit light. So like,
Hey,
no.
Ulrich, I haven't asked this, but how long can you remain as an insect?
I can remain for about an hour in any animal form. If I take a rest, I can do it multiple times, as many times as I want in a day, but I can do it twice before I have to take a rest.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
looking at it
so
now.
we don't
and
have
it
to
says
worry
you can
about
stay in the
him
beast shape for 2
turning
hours.
back. So I guess the plan is as soon as we get there, our side will watch while he spends his hour investigating whatever is inside.
Okay, so the journey to get there, it takes 8 hours, but it is uneventful. And actually, unlike your traditional journeys across the land, it is sunny and breezy and actually pretty delightful. This may be the calm before the storm, as it were, but you're feeling pretty confident about the plan that you have. And of course, the traveling is it just feels great. The fall flowers have actually started to come alive, and it's beautiful riding across the plains. You don't see any other beings at all, good or bad. You've seen regular creatures like, gophers in the ground, prairie dogs, or you're seeing birds flying overhead and stuff. But other than that, it's just a beautiful ride to what ultimately should prove to be an interesting experience with this outpost. As soon as you get about a mile away, you see the grove of trees and you see people flagging you over. They're telling you, sort of get down off of your horses and come up quickly and quietly.
Okay.
So as you dismount and you start guiding your horses up, you can see where all their caravan is held, even further down away than they are holding themselves. They sort of take your horses from you and they tell you to meet Raven up here in the grove of trees. She's sitting down there with a spyglass. She looks back at you guys. So how was your ride in?
Quite pleasant.
That's good to hear. Now, from this distance, we can see them moving across the battlements when they do go to change guards. But at this point, we haven't been watching long enough to really discern how long it is between guard changes. We've only seen one group of people. It seems pretty quiet. I'm not entirely sure they're expecting any sort of retaliation, which is a promising thought, to be quite honest. We might be successful as yet. What was your plan on entering here?
Well, the plan we've come up, I look towards Arjan. Do you want to explain it to her?
I believe the plan was to, under the cover of night, try to sneak in. Well, first we need to figure out who has the key, track that person, and then under the cover of night, try to infiltrate that person's quarters and then take the key and then open the gates. We have someone here that can transform into a woodland creature, as odd as it is to say. And we believe that they might be able to assist us in that regard without alerting the guards.
Ulrich, if you start going now, we could go ahead and continue to watch from out here, and by the time night falls, we should be able to sneak in to get the key.
So the rogue, you're an elf, right?
I'm a human.
Well, all right, pity. I was hoping you would have, if you were an elf, we'd have some night vision. You can go with them, but
The place is plenty lit. I don't need to worry about not seeing.
I forgot it is morning. I just woke up, so
It's all good. It's actually late afternoon at this point. The time it took you to get here.
we are going to do this at night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Understand, if he transforms before he starts moving up, which would be probably the smarter choice, he has to travel a mile in that form. So that's going to take some time. If he's only got a total of 2 hours to be in the form, that's going to, just consider
1
that.
hour. Could I make like a history check to try and remember like a fast animal?
Well, I could turn into something that's more of a woodland creature that looks natural and it moves fast, such as a wolf, or something to approach the fortress, and then
What about a
I should be able to
flying
get there
squirrel?
faster. A squirrel would still be slower, but I could try.
Yeah.
Let me
Well,
see
it
how
says
fast a
specifically no
squirrel-
flying. So even though flying squirrel is just glide, that's still going to be, I'm going to rule that as still considering it flying.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying a squirrel in general.
Yeah.
It
It's totally up to you. It takes
you just
an
go as
action
ants,
and
something that flies and can crawl up walls.
well, I can't fly.
Yeah.
And nothing I can't.
Oh, you can't fly?
correct.
So
Not until level 8.
Okay. Okay. Shit. How you gonna figure this out? Sorry.
Well, I could turn
mean-
into.
You said that you can transform 2 times, so if you make one, if you like turn into something fast, like say a deer to get close, then once you're like hidden, you could transform into something else if you want to have a little less time inside.
Well, how about this? Before we worry about what I'm going to turn into, can we see? Do we have any knowledge on the patrols outside of the fortress? Are there any patrols on the walls, and how often do they change? Do we have any of that information, or was
No, they just got here. They said that they've seen one group of people walking across the battlements, but they haven't observed long enough to see the interval of that. So Raven is 100% fine just sitting here and waiting for hours as they observe to make sure they get a good estimate on the amount of people inside and the sort of rotation of the guards. Outside of that, if you guys want to go in early, that's on you, but she would prefer to sit and wait.
I agree. Let's wait and watch. Is there another outcropping of forest or anything on the other side of the of this structure? Is there any other cover that we can see from our current position so we can get either closer or a different vantage point?
No, this is pretty much the closest you can get without being an open area. And that's intentional. They wanted this so that they had full view all around them, just for safety.
Understood. Okay. Then I'm fine with just waiting and monitoring. And then when the sun starts to go down, that's when I will probably change forms. It'll be harder to see me in a form of an animal. And I can move very fast because I took that feat that allows me to move. I get a +10 to my movement.
Does your speed change to the animals, though? Because I
Yes,
think all
my-
of your stats shift to the animal stats.
Correct, but even in animal form, that feat works. That was one of the things I was looking at. Let me see if I can find
Yeah, if it
it.
specifically calls that out, awesome. In the distance, a squat stone fortress rises from one of the last patches of green before the rocky scrubland of Estwilde. Its tall wooden gates are flanked by crenellated battlements and solid watchtowers. Torchlight shines through the fort's windows, and every so often, armored figures make their way along the walls. That's what Raven has told you thus far. So if you're going to sit and wait, it's going to take hours to do so. I need an investigation. One person give me an intelligence investigation check, please. Whoever you think is going to be the best. And just
I got a +4.
everyone else just get comfortable.
I have a +1, so I can assist, but
We roll a perception check.
no
No.
investigation.
Yeah.
It's also only one person, so we want to figure out who's the best to do it. I'm quickly just looking at my skills.
So I'm not even.
Yeah, I only have a +1, so I would think Ulrich should be the one to investigate.
All right.
I got a 20.
Oh,
Nice. Okay.
Dirty.
About 8 hours of observing is what's going to be required to really get a good basis understanding of estimate of people in here. You can tell that every 6 hours, watch duty comes and switches out the tower guards. There's generally 1 or 2 in each tower. You can estimate there's approximately, and this is estimation, this is not exact, that there's probably around 20-ish soldiers inside. And that's pretty much what you got by the time darkness falls. The inside of the keep is still lit up. And so you see a glow, coming from inside and out, as if there's a whole bunch of different light sources inside. Outside of the keep, it's just regular night. So, what's up?
I am looking. Let's see.
Now I have you guys up in the corner here just to have you on the map. But just know that right now you're a mile away.
Question from when we were reviewing the map last time.
Yeah.
Did that map also show the rooms? Because
Yeah,
I did see the rooms in that other map. I don't know if we're not supposed to know what's in these rooms.
Well, that was a map that they had drawn up. And so, assuming nothing's changed, it would be the same. In this particular case, this is a live structure you're looking at, so you can't see it within.
Okay, so Adam, before I start, I just want to let you know about my mobile ability. It does not specifically say any form. It just says your speed is increased by 10 feet. When you do a dash action, you ignore difficult terrain. And when you make a melee attack, you can you don't provoke opportunity attacks when you're moving away from that creature. So just so you know, it doesn't specifically say that what form I'm in. Yeah. It just says you increase your speed. So you tell me what that means.
Well, the way I'm going to interpret it is you have equipment on you that you cannot use. You have skills, like you can't cast spells when you're in an animal form. So I don't think you're going to be able to increase your own speed when you're adopting something else's speed.
So that means I can't use my dashing ability to ignore difficult terrain or anything like that when I'm in a beast form.
Correct. You benefit from whatever the form's, abilities are.
Gotcha.
Well,
okay.
If the druid specifically gives you abilities while in a beast form, then those abilities would still work.
This is a feat.
Oh, it's a feat. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a feat that I have. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't break the rules there, but I just wanted to make sure I was clear. Okay, cool. So I am going to turn. Is it dark enough that
It's night.
As long as it's dark enough, is the moon full?
No, it's waxing.
Okay, then I am going to go ahead and change into a wolf and just get across the open area as fast as possible. I'll use my ability.
So a human can go, running 11, 12 minutes a mile. So you can get there a little bit faster than that, like 8 minutes or something like that.
I can do faster than an 8-minute mile.
What's that?
I can do fast. I used to run an 8-minute mile as a. I know I can do that. That's fine.
Okay, well that's fine then. I mean, my point is it doesn't take you long. Let me know what approach you're taking on this.
I'm just gonna do just kind of like a slow, steady, quiet approach.
Well, directionally, where are you coming from?
I'm gonna try to come from the. I'm looking at this tower right here, right?
Yeah. That's the tallest tower.
Yeah, that's the tallest tower. How tall is that up, would you say?
So it's about 30 feet high.
That's perfect. Okay. 30 feet is fine. I just want to get to that tower. Do I see any guards or anything like that over here?
There's
Anybody
no
outside?
one outside of the outpost.
But I do see people that have been marching around on the what do you call it? The ramparts.
So, yeah, these are the battlements. It's going. The only people that you've seen go into the tower structures, all 4 corners. That's what you observed. And so there's no one wandering around on the wall top at all. They're just in the tower corners.
Gotcha. And the tower tops that you see, are they closed?
Yeah.
Okay. So they have a roof on them and windows kind of thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're actually like arrow slits. They're 6 inches slits. Now, this first tower here has 2 levels. Everyone else has 1 level. So this double level has slits, of course, on each level. And it's all, they have a full 360 view of everything here.
Man, would love to have the ranger right now. Okay, yeah. I'm going to just... If I'm going to basically I'm going to move my full 40 movement, just like a fast, like a slow pace double time kind of situation to get as close to the tower as possible. And then I'm going to skirt the walls as long as I don't get seen or no one points me out. And I'm going to go for this corner right here before I change shape. I'm going to try to get to that spot right there.
I need you to give me a stealth check.
Stealth is not my best thing, but let's see how I do.
Well, the wolf.
No, wait, he's the wolf.
Yeah.
Let's see what the wolf's stealth is. Wolf. Okay. The wolf has. It's in stealth is a dexterity. It has the same thing I have. It's
okay.
A +2. Nothing else special, I don't think. Keen hearing though, so I do have advantage on perception and wisdom checks. So. All right, so let's see. Let's just roll stealth. Oh, wow. 20. 30. That's 2 20s awesome. In a row, but this one...
You're very quiet as you're bounding across the landscape. You're confident no one has seen you at all, and you just go right up to the wall. And you said you're going to this corner here?
Yes.
Yeah, you're at the bottom of it, looking up 20 feet high. And 30 feet from this tower.
And this tower over here that I'm looking at, do I see anybody moving around on this tower?
No, you actually can't see in the towers at all, especially from where you are. But you don't see anyone at all.
Well, the reason why I'm not trying to say like, do I see them as much as do I think that they could see me looking north?
No, you don't see any arrow slits looking your direction right now.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to change into my spider form. And then I'm going to climb up to the wall right here. This what do you call this? Just up to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my question is, does it look like when I get to the top there, is it pretty quiet? Is there no one there?
So when you get to the top here, you actually see that there's 3 people inside. Give me 1 sec to pull them down. Inside, and they're practicing swordplay. And you see one person standing back as 2 of these Dragonarmy soldiers are sort of, practicing their parrying and fight moves and stuff like that. Other than that, it sounds relatively quiet. You hear sounds from where you are right here. You're hearing sounds coming from inside here as if someone's in, 1 or 2 of those levels, moving around and such. But really the only audible sound you're getting is from these guys, and they're not trying to be quiet, but just because of the amount of space in the walls pushing that sound back in, it's not traveling far beyond the outpost walls.
Question then on this building right here, how high up is this building? Is it like below my feet?
It's at this point I'm not entirely sure you can even see it. It's lower than the wall level.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is completely vacant or open. There's no cover.
Correct.
Okay, so I am going to go down. So this wall, this building the same? It's lower than the wall.
Yes.
Okay. Then
all these interior buildings are smaller. As you look at the courtyard, so the fort's courtyard holds several small structures with wooden roofs. Stairs climb from the dirt yard to the fort's west and east battlements. To the north and south stand solid wooden gates, reinforced with iron bands. Along the wall next to each gate is a metal mechanism with a prominent wench right here and right here. Okay. In unison. Look at that. So that's what you see in the courtyard there.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and...
so Inspired Form takes you a little bit more time. So I just we have to keep track of time because it's important, of course. It's not going to take you an hour or anything like that to move. Getting up that wall probably took you like 5 to 10 minutes in that tiny spider size.
In spider form, I can move 20 feet.
Oh, nice. Okay, so then you just go up there And that's not going to take you any time to get over here then. Okay.
Yeah, and that's a tiny beast, so I'm like really, really small.
Yeah.
Okay, so I also have spider sense when contact with a web. Okay, I don't have a web, and the climbing is basically spider can climb difficult terrain surfaces, blah blah blah, without needing to make an ability check. Okay, so I should be up there, no problem. And I'm going to now the building that's to our to my north, right here. This structure, this tower. Yeah, if I climbed to the top of that tower, I'm looking. Can I climb to the very top? Is there any way anyone could see me on top of that building?
As soon as you get to the top of the tower, you could guess if you were your regular size standing up, the people in the courtyard probably could see you if they were looking for you, but just see your head. But you're 30 feet up there at ground level, and it's a flat surface, so you could easily climb up there and just hang out if you'd like.
Okay, I want to climb up there, and I just want to observe for a second and see if there's something that I can tie a rope to that is secure, that can handle a full-size man's weight very easily.
Right. It is a flat top of this tower. There's a room underneath it. You assume that the only way to get into that room is from that door at the base right here. You don't see the towers themselves don't have any of those staggered stone crenellations at all. That's only on the walkways here. So if you wanted to tie something, the best place would probably be one of these. From observing, they don't change guards for 6 hours. And the last time you saw that was about 2 hours ago. So you have about 4 hours before an expected passerby comes through. But where you are right now at the top of that tower, there's no real good place to tie anything off. Plus, they would be climbing with the arrow slits very close by, and that could potentially be a problem.
Okay, so then I'll climb back down to the wall right here to this corner, and I'm going to use this section right here. I'm just going to listen in my spider form for about 4 minutes, and just listen for anyone coming to the door, and making sure these guys right here are very well securely are focused on training or whatever they're doing, that they're not going to pay attention to a person transforming into a human form right here. So
right. I can't promise that they wouldn't notice you, but they are clearly actively training. Like they're not observing the room around them. If you want to listen at this door right here, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception for a wolf, or spider. I'm a spider now, so let's see. Perception for a spider will be wisdom, right? And that's I get no bonus. I get 0. So I got a 3.
Yeah, you're pretty sure. I mean, you're not even sure there's anyone in there, to be quite honest. It's so quiet that it's just, maybe they're not even at that lower level. Maybe whatever it is at the top level, or maybe they just don't have anyone there. Maybe they fell asleep. Maybe they teleported to some pleasure palace. You have no idea.
Okay.
I'm hoping for the pleasure palace personally, but
I'm going to go ahead and just change. I'm going to change forms. Now, which one of these guys is mine? Is this one right here, me? Yeah. I'm going to change form and just lay as low as I can, and on the ground. Right. Let's see how bad this is going to be.
It's going to be good.
Do I roll the stealth check before I change or after I change?
After, because you got to try to hide yourself.
Okay. Oh, wow. An 18.
Very nice. You're pretty confident no one's seeing you.
So I'm going to just go ahead and take out my rope. It's 50 foot long. I'm going to loop it around one of the teeth on the walls, or the parapets or whatever they call them. Yeah. And I'm going to just wrap it around there, tie it off really good, and just drop the rope down. Then I'm going to stay low on the floor. I'm just going to rest as I basically gonna try to signal the group, since I have no way to communicate with them since they're a mile away. The only thing I can think of is I would climb over the wall and then down the rope that I laid, and kind of just like get to the edge right here, and then I'll use my Druid Druidcraft to light a torch, and then to wave the torch so that they can see it.
Can I get a strength check for that climb down?
Strength check. And what's the difficulty with a rope?
Or climbing or something like that. I mean, just let me know what you get.
I get a 9.
A 9. Yeah, you're having a bit of a challenge holding on, but you make it to the bottom after sliding a little bit. You made some noise. Your stealth is, you know you have a bad stealth, but you don't see anyone looking your direction as you descend the wall. And in fact, you don't see any of the arrow slits facing your direction at all. So you're pretty confident no one saw or heard you, but it is in the back of your head. I kind of was loud doing that.
Oh, is that the stealth check? My strength roll is a stealth check?
No, your strength roll was to go down, but with a 9, there's no way you're going to be able to be stealthy climbing down and almost slipping and falling because you couldn't climb down effectively. So I'm just having that break your stealth. Okay, so it doesn't matter though. You didn't see or hear anyone, so you feel pretty confident. Your stealth check still, was what it was. At this point, how are you trying to signal them? You lit a torch?
I was just gonna light a torch with my druid fire. So I'm just like, it's just a cantrip that I can just.
What's the range of that light?
30 feet, but I would figure that's the vision that I can see, not the vision I can signal.
Right. But 30 feet is a bright source of light that people can look at you as. You're trying to signal someone a mile away. You got people up above you. So, okay.
Oh,
so the light of 30 feet breaches the height of the wall.
Oh, so you're saying that the light is not like just light. It's like, it's actually beaming like bright light, like I'm lighting a.
It's 30 feet of light, you said, right? So
yeah, I'm saying so. This
it
is like
diminishes as it goes out, but that light, is it's 30 feet of light.
Okay, so they're all dark in there. They don't have any light over here. So this is just bright now. They don't have any light inside. Okay,
No, the fort itself has light. If that's what you're asking me. I'm just trying to figure out the range of your light to see who might notice it as the darkness outside suddenly gets lit up a little bit. So it's a concern that you should have a little bit of opening, just igniting a light like that. However, you light the light. I need a perception check from someone that's actively watching all of this happen through the spyglass. So which one of the team wants to be the watcher?
I have a +4 to perception, unless someone has something better.
No, roll it.
Oh, let's do it. That is a 12.
Okay. You do actually see, like you've been watching, you didn't see him at all until he started sliding down. You held your breath just a little bit as he almost lost his grip and almost fell, but you see he regains control and gets down to the bottom. He lights a little globe of light and you see it beam up.
And that was the signal for us to help to go to him, or the signal for everyone to storm the keep.
I'm not entirely
We
sure
don't know.
anyone mentioned that.
We never talked about a signal, so you just are seeing him light a signal.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring the Vargab, but no one else did.
It's true.
Oh goodness. Okay. That is so vague. Okay. I guess we're gonna go to his assistance then. He's got the rope, so I guess we're gonna try and. Oh man, Rogue, go do your thing.
You're just sending the rope.
Unless you want me with the heavy armor and Bendix with the heavy armor to also try to stealth.
I don't want anything. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, that wasn't at you. That was at everyone.
Gotcha. What's happening?
Gallopin is trying to, is just kind of thinking for a moment. Okay, he's definitely confused, so he's going to try and sneak his way over to where he sees like a bit of light to the side.
Okay,
because that's what he's assuming.
Is slower than your full movement because you're trying to be, sneaky. Can I get a stealth roll from you, please? Is anyone else leaving with him? Is he the only one leaving?
Arjan and Bendix are going to be too loud, I think, to do the sneaky part of this.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no stealth with me.
All right. Well,
So-
as for my stealth check, I got a 28.
So
Very
probably go with the group. We need to for taking the fort. I'll go with the group as when the doors are open up.
Did you roll a natural 20 with that, Galibrand?
No, I have a +9 to my stealth. I rolled a 19.
Wow. Okay. You are confident. No one sees you. You're actively looking back at them, Ulrich. So can I get you to give me a perception check?
Yeah, before I do that though, since I'm like waiting for him to get to me, and I only need 5 minutes for a short rest, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because if I can do that, I can reset my wild shape. It only needs a short rest to reset it.
That's fine with me.
Okay, I'm going to just do a short rest.
It's definitely going to take
Yeah.
more than 5 minutes for him to get here.
Okay, and I'm
But
doing
I'm
that.
sneaking,
And
so what? That'll
Okay.
take me about like 20 minutes
Yeah, ish. Maybe a little under.
because
but
people
yeah.
can run a mile in like
Yeah.
6 to 8 minutes. So if I'm sneaking,
Yeah, you're like jogging stealthily.
okay, so I got a 16 for my perception.
Okay, yeah, you don't see him at all. So you're coming up close to him within talking distance. You can be like 15 feet away from him. Just let me know where your character is on the map.
okay. So do I see him?
Yes. He has a
Alright.
huge light. Like it's
Did you ever turn the light off?
I'm going to turn it off when I know someone's coming.
yeah, he doesn't
All
know
right,
yet.
All right. I'm going to try and get underneath the tower, and then I'm going to basically decloak.
I mean, the
So-
fact is there's no like on off switch. You're being stealthy unless you let him know that you're there. So if you're no longer, you're just standing against the wall, you can see, you're looking, Ulrich. You can see that he just sort of almost appears next to you.
I'm just going to
Okay,
make.
then I
Oh, a
I
short
snap my
rest is
finger,
2 hours, I'm being told.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, they changed that. If the short rest is 2 hours, then I can't short rest.
I'm going to look it up really quick. So what do you guys do? You see him.
All right, so I'm going to move over towards him. All right. So did you find the key?
I put my hand over my mouth and just kind of like, shh.
I am whispering.
So I'm just like, I haven't got a chance to look for the key yet. I just want to make sure that you know the rope's here. If you want to tell the group that we have a rope ready, I'm going to start exploring once I can shapeshift again. So I need to wait 2 hours, apparently.
Well, it says an hour. I just looked it up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, so it's 1 hour. A long rest is
So-
8. Short rest is 1.
So you need to wait another 40 minutes, and then you'll be ready to go look for the key.
Correct.
I guess I'll go back to the group then, or should I wait with you?
I would let the group let's let the group know that the rope is here, and this is the way they can get in if they want to help us. Otherwise, if you just want to go with me, after we rest for an hour, I can turn into something that can be harder for them to notice, and I can actually explore a little more.
I have to run back.
No, you don't have to run back. I'm saying you can stay here and just you and me go in there. But it's a situation of, if you'd like to go let the group know the rope is here, that's fine. I just don't have any way to communicate. I don't have any spells that allow me to do that.
I
All
already
right.
know the rope is there, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay,
Uh,
then I'll
do I
point the
know
rope
that
out to
I'm
Bendix.
Do I know that they're looking at us?
Yeah, for sure.
Then Galibrand's gonna like grab the rope and kind of pull it a bit to the side, not like to tug on it, but to show that he's holding a rope.
Yeah. At a mile away, I'm not entirely sure you're going to be able to see a rope with any degree of clarity, especially at night. But it's clear that, you're signaling to them. So just let me know physically what you're doing. You like pulling your hands out and you're like doing something. Just let me know. And that's what they see.
I go ahead and grab the loose end of the rope put it up and then do like a climbing
Right.
motion, and then I point to on my feet.
Saying, sit on this. No, I'm just kidding. So that's what you see, Arjan.
Alrighty. I'll let Bendix know that they have a rope, it looks like, I think. And at least we have a way in if they need us. So I guess just keep an eye out and ear out for any sounds of warfare.
So
Unless
I want
Bendix
to be
already
clear.
went to join the militia.
You guys are a mile away. You estimate there's 20 soldiers in this outpost. If they get into trouble, it's going to be a long time before you get to them.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to deter you or steer you in any
Yeah,
direction,
yeah.
just letting you know that you guys know, a round of attacking is 6 seconds. So,
Oh yeah, I'm aware. It's just this is the closest we can be without raising a bunch of alarms, and both the fighter and the paladin aren't exactly stealthy in this regard. So we just this is where we have to set up shop and hope for the best.
okay.
All right. So
I'm just gonna
let Ulrich get back to his rest. Do I notice any?
Dangerous place to rest. Oh man.
I'm gonna take a look up the wall. I'm not gonna climb it. I'm gonna look up, see if I can see any moving light to detect if either there's someone walking towards the tower.
No, actually, it looks like there's stationed light sources along the battlements and certainly in the interior of the courtyard. So it is aglow with light. You don't see anyone walking by or the light changing at all as you observe it. It looks like it's just a steady illumination from the inside.
Okay.
Now, you know that it was about a 6-hour rotation. The last time was a little over an hour, maybe almost close to an hour and 20 minutes ago. Because it took you 20 minutes, so about an hour and a half or so ago. So you've got about,
4 hours.
Well, no. It's now about 3.5 hours, maybe.
Whoa, really?
Oh,
wow.
It took you 8 hours to observe. The last one you saw was a 6-hour rotation, was 2 hours before you left. So you got down here, and then he came over. It took him about 20 minutes-ish to get here. So if you're going to wait another hour, you're looking at guard change time. Very close.
Well, no, I'm waiting 20 minutes while he's. I thought that was part of my rest time. That's what I was saying. I'm resting while I'm waiting for him to get there.
Yeah, so you only have 40 minutes left. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just know that the guard change time is coming soon. You don't have a watch to go by. You just know that it's coming.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can try to sneak into the tower. I just assumed that since we have no way to communicate with the rest of the group, they're just going to hang out. We're going to have to do this ourselves. So.
Man, it's putting a lot of weight on you two.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Okay,
Are you going to do anything within the hour?
I'm resting.
Are you guys trying to be stealthy at all, or are you just sort of hanging?
Well, I'm not moving, so I don't know if you need to roll a stealth roll to not move, but I mean, sure.
No, but I just want to see if you're tucked in and doing your best to avoid being seen. If that's the case, then I do need a stealth.
I'm just basically, I'm just laying as close as I can against the wall and just sitting there, meditating.
Okay, so just let me know what both of yours stealth is.
Okay.
So I need to roll a stealth to sit there? Okay.
Just to be unseen. If you're actively trying not to be seen. If you're not actively trying to be seen, then you don't have to roll anything.
Well, I'm just sitting there. I'm not really.
I understand. So you're not actively trying to be seen or unseen. You're just laying there.
I'm just trying to sit there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I will try.
I got an 11.
Stealth.
Yeah, you don't need that if you're not trying to be unseen. You're just sort of hanging out. If you're trying to be quiet and stuff like that, then that's when you need to have a stealth roll. What was yours?
Well, I'm trying to be.
I got a 14.
We'll use 11 for that. Okay. So An hour goes by. You guys are watching from a distance, Arjan and Bendix. And Raven's looking at you two like, are they okay? What has happened? It's been an awfully long time since he's left.
They got a rope set up, and they are currently... Well, right now they're resting for some reason. I assume it has something to do with his weird abilities. And I'm going to assume they're going to use the rope to get in.
What's the rope tied to? If there's a rope, then that means the rope can be seen. It's got to be tied to something.
Can I see what it's tied to? I don't.
No, but you can assume. I mean, it's a crenellated battlement there.
I mean, it's probably tied to one of the battlements.
Anyone moving on guard duty, if they open the door, they're going to see that. A rope tied. I mean, this is not what I thought you were going to... You like sitting around with a rope for an hour? Surely someone's going to see that.
Well, they haven't raised the alarm yet, so either they're very lazy or the guard changes soon, so...
Well, I think the rope should do a stealth check.
Hey, we said we could help. It's either this or we try to figure out how to...
Could I make a deception check to try and hide the rope?
From down here?
Yes.
But if you want to climb up to the top and do that, you would, of course, have to be on top. Because right now the rope is tied around the width of that stone block, right? So
yeah, and it's a... Let's see, what type of rope is it? It is a hempen rope. I don't know if that matters.
It's well lit up here on the inside. So literally anyone who just happens to glance is going to see a rope tied around this big stone structure that wasn't there before. So at this point, it's just a matter of time. Is it going to be the next guard change? Is it going to be someone just maybe bringing a sandwich? Is it just going to be someone going for take a leak? I mean, it's just a matter of time and how long you are all comfortable waiting.
I don't know, Bendix, what do you think? Should we go ahead and risk it to get up there?
I mean, we're probably going to alert everybody with all this all being in there.
Well, they're going to be alerted to the rope anyway eventually, so especially once the sun rises. So,
how long do you have till sunrise?
Let me think. So it was about 4:35 when you got here.
Midday.
You waited 8 hours to observe it. So it's like midnight, an hour or so later to where we are right now. No, it was 2 hours after last guard change was the 8 hours. So you probably have like 4 hours, I think, until sun rises.
Got some time.
Okay.
So we still don't know where the key's at, where this guy's at?
We have no idea. Maybe the other two would, but we don't. And I haven't seen someone walking around with metal on their belt, so...
Right. So, as you two are sitting down there, can I get perception checks from the two of you? This is going to be Ulrich and Ghaleson.
I got a 19.
Perception.
What was that, Ghaleson?
I got a 10.
I got a 19.
19? So, Ulrich, you don't really hear anything. You're just really focused on just chilling out for a minute. Ghaleson, you're confident you heard some talking, something like footsteps approaching the battlements. Like just on the other side, you definitely heard this sort of exclamation, like, and then just you hear walking, the sound of armor moving from the inside, coming from this space here. You can't really pinpoint it exactly, but you know.
I can't see the space you are talking about.
Are you looking at the map?
I'm looking at the map, but I didn't see any space be highlighted.
See what I'm doing?
No, I'm not.
Is anyone else?
It's This building right here?
Not the building, just in that area is what he's seeing.
Okay.
Am I a wrong layer, and that's why you're not seeing it?
I don't know. I don't see it on the map that you're
Around
projecting,
this
but I can
area.
see it on my map. Yep, I can see it.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is that you have to have the pointer, the select and move thing to
It's fixed.
be. Yeah. So I hear that. Do I hear it from above or like in the walls?
It's all you know is it's definitely above you, and it's off to this direction. You know, the southeast of you.
Okay. So is Ulrich finished with his
No.
No?
No. As far as you can tell, you don't know how long he's been sitting here. You just know when you saw the light globe. As far as you've been here, it's been about 10, 15 minutes, and you start hearing this sound.
Okay.
A couple more minutes pass by.
I guess. Sorry,
Let me know what you're going to do.
I'm going to try and stealthily climb the rope.
Okay. Give me a climb check and a stealth check, please.
What do I need for a climb check?
I'm not going to tell you the DC if that's what you're asking.
No, what do I need to roll?
Oh, strength.
No, he doesn't.
It'd be athletics.
Yeah, I also have a thing where climbing no longer costs me extra movement.
Yeah, usually it
I'm
takes people longer to climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically when climbing a rope, say like your movement speed's 30 feet, right? Climbing a
Yep.
rope, you would only move 15 feet, but for you, when you climb a rope, you go 30 feet. Your full movement, basically.
And so I have to do athletics? Which one?
It would be athletics, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
If you think
All right.
athletics is for really anything that's physical, acrobatics is for like doing a bunch of like acrobatic things or for maintaining balance. That's
I get that. All right, let's see. I got a 13.
Okay. You are unable to climb this. You start going up and it just slides through your hands. You're just not strong enough to get up to the top of this distance.
Nope.
Okay, I mean, just so I understand, what value does a rope do to a climb roll?
Well, I'm assuming it makes it easier, right?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I don't know what our target is. So I'm like, so does it like reduce it by like a certain number, or is there a set number? What does a rope do? I mean, I just don't. I thought a rope would make it like a lot easier to climb. So if he failed with a 13, then the rope really has no value.
Well,
I'm
for this
trying to
case,
understand
that
for
DC,
myself.
the rope helps you climb. You did not succeed in the climbing on this moment. That's where we're
Gotcha.
right now.
Okay, so all right.
So it's
Well, then
Jason
shot.
Lapel is saying gives you advantage. So roll again, and let's see what you get in the second one.
Okay. $17.
Okay, so you start slipping and you catch yourself. You're like, I've got this. I can do this. And you start to slowly go up, maintaining silence, being as quiet as possible. You're confident that no one sees you until you get right to the top and you are face to face with a Dragon Army soldier actively trying to untie a knot.
Is it only one?
Initiative, yes, that you see right now.
Okay.
Do I see this through the spyglass?
I believe we are.
Okay, so as he starts climbing, you can see on the battlements someone moving across the battlement toward the rope.
Well, Bendix, we gotta go.
So give me your
Initiative.
Initiative, yeah.
Okay. 18.
I'm gonna add you on here real quick. And this soldier, I do have him selected. Initiative. Okay, you were being stealthy. He was not. He did not notice you as you come up right on him, but he sees you now. You have surprise, so you go first no matter what. But after this moment, Ulrich, I'm going to add you to initiative after this just to keep you in the mix. And then, of course, Arjan and Bendix, I'm going to add you just to keep you in the mix, though it's going to take you guys, if you react, a very long time to get here compared to what they're doing. Okay, so Galibrand, it is your turn. He is surprised that there's a human staring at him on the other side of the wall as he's actively untying his rope.
1 second. I'm trying to look at some. I was like, I have a plan, but I'm just trying to see if I can actually. Could I use my fast hand ability to have the rope underneath me wrap around him to pull him off the battlements?
Can you read me the fast hand or post it somewhere?
You can use a bonus action granted by your cunning action to make a sleight of hand check to use your thieves' tool, disarm traps, or take a use or object action.
No, I mean, he's going to have to be willing to let you like tie him up if that's what you're trying to do. Seeing as
I was trying to pull him off the battlements.
I understand that. You're hanging on the edge by the rope at this exact moment. He is actively untying it on his end. So what edge of the rope are you trying to use in order to whip around him?
Underneath me.
No, that you would have to pull up, 35, 40 feet of rope and then try to do that. In 6 seconds,
Okay.
There's no possible way.
You'd have to grab him by like the collar, pull him over, or like stab him in the neck or something.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off. Okay. I guess I will try doing a attack, like a sneak attack.
Well, he's definitely surprised, so you will get advantage on your damage, and your sneak attack damage. You'll get that.
Or my damage or my attack?
Well, the damage. You'll get the extra, sneak attack damage.
I will get that, but would
You get advantage on the attack roll, but not on the damage roll. But you do get sneak attack on the damage roll. Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So does a 16 hit
Let's find out.
versus AC?
It does not. So as you, what are you using?
1
to hit him?
second. I was using my. All right, I missed.
What were you using?
I was using my short sword.
So you're holding on with one hand. You take out your short sword. You slide it across at him. He's stunned. He sees you. As soon as the sword comes out, he lifts up his arm. It bounces off his shoulder guard, and it is now once again your turn. Before we go with your turn again, I'm going to have Ulrich give me a initiative, please.
Initiative roll.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I didn't click on myself to do it, but it's going to be a 14.
Okay, I can add you. And then Bendix, do you want to go ahead and give me your initiative now? Let me put this guy on the square.
14.
14. Can you roll? Can you and Ulrich roll it again to see which one of you goes first, please?
I'll let him go first.
Okay. So Ulrich, or Bendix, I'm gonna have you be 14.5. Just so I want to do this order here. Okay. So he lost his turn because he's surprised. So we're back at the top. It is your turn again, Galibrand.
All right. So seeing how that didn't work, could I use athletics to do a sort of like jump up with my other hand to grab him and then like use his weight to pull him off the battlements?
You can try to grab him. If you miss, you're not holding onto the wall anymore.
No, I get that. I'm asking if I could use my athletics if I do grab him.
It would have to be a shove action that we're sort of changing here.
Then I will use my bonus action to like get to the top get up onto the battlements.
Can you move with your bonus action?
Yes. My bonus action is let me see. It's with my I know I have it. I'm just trying to see where it is again. Thing I saw it. Cunning action. You can take a bonus action on your turn to take a dash, disengage, or hide. So I'd be using a dash to get up.
Yeah. So you can definitely move up to the top with that. Yes. So show me where
Okay.
you're going to be.
So I would try to get either. If I'm right here, could I try pushing him off?
So I need to know where you stop first. So is that where you're stopping?
I want to try and stop around here.
Well, then you can stop there.
Okay. Would I be able to
Okay,
try and
now
make
you're
an
trying
action?
to shove him off, right?
I
that's a-
wanted to. I want to use my acrobatics to try and like angle myself in a way where I grab him and start pulling him, but use it so his weight causes him to fall.
So the way this works is you would be using a strength athletics check contested by his athletics or acrobatics to stop you from pushing him off.
Okay. Let's see. So strength athletics.
So you would be using your strength athletics to try to do that, yes.
I mean, okay, let me. There's not much I can do. I'm going to try it.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay, and it's against his. So you see him shocked. He like deflected. You run around him, you grab him, and you just push, and he just falls down. Now, Ulrich, you are right down there at the bottom. I need to. You're in initiative. You heard and saw everything he's doing. Suddenly, a guy starts falling down at you. I just need you to give me like an athletics or an acrobatics check for you to get out of the way, because it's not your turn to act, but I just want to see if you can just maneuver, so he doesn't fall on you.
Okay. Then I don't know what I need to hit, right?
Right.
Got a 5.
Oh shit. Yeah. No, he falls on you. So you're gonna take. We're gonna say that's 20. So that's 2 to 6. I'm gonna say you take 11 damage and you're prone with a body on top of you. The damage from falling, I think, is a d6 per 10 feet. If that's not the case, just let me know later on. I'm just going to use that for
that
now.
is, yeah. D6 per 10 feet is
So-
it's been that way since 2nd edition.
Yeah. So he ended up taking 5 damage on that fall. So let me mark him. And he is now on top of you, occupying your space. And he is literally prone on top of you as you're prone beneath him. Okay, so now that was a really good maneuver, Gallifrand. Just get there, shove him off. He's like, ah! Now, because he yelled, you, Galibrand, are the only one who sees this. These people are now looking up at you, and they call out, infiltrators! Just screaming.
Yeah, they're.
This
I knew
Dragon Army
something like this was
soldier
gonna happen.
on top of you, Ulrich, you see him, his turn is going to be get up, take out a sword. Since you're prone, he's just going to slash down at you. So he
Okay.
moves to this spot. And I just need to know what your armor class is without dexterity and all that jive.
Without
He actually gets a
dexterity,
multi-attack.
my armor class. Okay, so I have a 13.
Okay. So the first attack misses. You like roll to the side. The second one, he goes down and he slices at you. You end up taking a total of 9 damage. 2 of those damage is fire. It just burns you as the sword cuts through your arm as you're sort of like defending yourself and moving to the side. Okay, so this is in 6-second increments, and this is the second. So we've gone approximately 12 seconds at this point. It's going to take, if you're running as fast as you can, Arjan and Bendix, I mean...
You said 1 mile, right?
Yeah.
5,280 feet. So divide that by 60, which is the fastest we can move. We are looking at 88 rounds.
Holy sweet hell. Okay. Mark round 2. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Good luck, everybody.
okay, so Bendix starts running. Ulrich, you're up. Oh my goodness.
Let's see. So I'm prone. Let's see. Well, can I cast my spells from being lying down?
So your only movement option is to crawl. You have
No, I don't wanna
disadvantage on
move.
attack.
I'm
I know.
not-
I'm reading the prone states here real quick. An attack roll against the
Oh,
creature
gotcha.
has advantage. Otherwise, let's see. So you have disadvantage to attack, but you can cast a spell. Yeah. I mean, if there's semantics and stuff, you're not being restrained at all, so you can still blah 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 blah.
Yeah, because I think it's a VS. What does that mean? It's a
Verbal and semantic. So it's
so that
hand
means
movements and speaking.
so he's basically right there now. Is there if I cast this spell poison spray at him, is that going to does he get any bonuses for or reactions for me using a spell that's ranged right next to him?
Does he get a reaction? No.
Okay, so I'm just going to cast that then. I'm going to cast my poison spray. It's a cantrip. So, yeah.
Oh, so this is an attack then.
Oh wait, sorry. It did.
So you have to
roll 2d12s. Sorry. Oh, I do get disadvantage. Then never mind. I'm not going to use that. Okay. That's what I was asking that. All right. What is this one? It is an action. Okay. So I guess I'm just going to use my spear. Yeah. I'm going to use my spear. So now, quick question. Since I had my spear over my shoulder and this guy lands right on top of me, he didn't land on my spear, I'm assuming. So am I going to be able to use my spear, or am I going to disadvantage using my spear on the ground?
Any attack as you're prone has a disadvantage.
Isn't it a movement action to stand up?
Yeah, well, I'll stand up then. And then now I'm standing, so I guess I'm going to hit him with my spear.
Perfect. Rolled it.
Let's see, spear attack. Okay, I missed.
Okay. What did you roll?
12.
Okay. So you stand up, you jab it at him. He bats it away with his sword, and he's just sort of grimacing, like, I don't know who the hell you people are, but you're gonna die tonight. Inside, I'm sorry, where were you? You were here. Let me get to you at the top here. Ulrich. So now it's number 2. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then Galabrand, it's your turn again.
Okay. Do I happen to see the mechanism to open the doors? Because that's what
You
I'm
saw on
currently
the map
looking.
that there was one here, and there was one here.
Do they require a key?
Yes, they said that they did.
Ah, God. Okay. And it requires like continuous cranks in order to open the gates once the key is in.
All they said is it takes a while.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use my movement to jump onto the roof of this house.
So that's a 10-foot fall.
Okay. That's fine. Can I not like use the wall as a way to get down?
If you're going to climb down, yeah, definitely just get me a climb check. It's not with advantage on this particular case.
Well, right now I'm just trying to figure out what the point of one of these things I have. Okay. All right. I'll make a. So I need athletics for this.
Yes.
Okay. I don't like how this is going. Only an 8.
So you fall as you try to climb down. You take 3 damage, and you are prone on this wooden roof.
Okay.
There, which of course now you can't see. Let me send it back.
And while I'm on the roof, is there someone on the roof with me?
No,
Or no,
it's
that's
just
me.
you.
I thought. All right. Because of that, I am going to use my bonus action hide to try and have people lose sight of me.
That's not how it works. You
Okay,
can't
then.
turn invisible.
I'm not saying to turn invisible. I'm saying for people to lose
What are
sight
you
of me.
hiding behind?
Well, am I currently above everyone?
You're above this one person. You're above this one person. They watched you fall and hit the roof. They
All
can
right,
see
then.
you, so you can't
Well,
just.
I was
like,
just asking. All
grab.
right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I mean, that was only 10 feet of movement. So, you're prone. If you want to crawl, you can crawl at half speed. If you want to stand up and move, I think you might have some movement still left. It's totally up to you.
How much movement do I need to stand? Doesn't it take a full movement turn to
You know
stand?
what? I think it might here.
No,
Stand up thereby ends the condition. No, it doesn't. So you can get up. I mean, you tried to do an action and you failed the action, so you have your move action left. So if you want to stand up and move, you can go ahead and do that.
All right. How far is the map? How far up is this?
This is 10
also
feet
10?
above you right now.
And how far is down?
10 feet down. You're on something
Okay.
that's 10 feet up. The walls are 20 feet.
Okay.
So is that your turn?
I'm trying to think of what to do.
All you have is a move action, so it's up to you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna move over here for now, and that'll be the
Are
end
you
of my
crawling
turn.
or did you stand up?
I stood up.
Okay.
And then I use my bonus action if I can't make it there with the remaining movement to dash there.
No problem. Okay. So next
All right.
is this guy. Who's he in here? So he sees you up there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to throw a javelin at you.
Cool.
That'll be cool if he misses. And what's your arm class?
I'm looking at that. My armor class is 14.
Okay, the javelin sticks into your leg. You take 7 damage total. 2 of that is fire damage. You just feel this burning coming out of your leg as this javelin's just protruding right out from it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the second round since he fell. So you hear a horn blare from right behind you, and it's sort of echoed in the other corners of this outpost. Just this, obviously a warning signal to everyone else. The next person up is here. And this guy is just facing off against you, Ulrich. You jabbed at him with a spear. He's going to use both hands and try to attack you twice with his sword. So what was your armor class again, please?
15 if I have my dexterity.
You do now, you're standing. So the first attack hits, the second one misses. He slices you. You move to the side out of just the sheer pain of it. It's burning sensation. It's 9 damage total. 2 of that is fire. And there's something unholy about the way this thing is burning. It just hurts incredibly bad. He's staying exactly where he is. What?
I'm down.
What? Are you 0?
You hit me. Yeah, I'm below 0 because you had him fall on me doing so much damage. Then he hit me the second time. Now he hit me the third time. So I've been taking 3 hits from this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm down.
Oh, dude, that sucks. Okay, so Bendix is running. Arjan is running. Ulrich is down. I need a death save from you, please. It's just 3 in a row until you get 3 fails or 3 successes. Just let me know. All you have to do is get a 10 or higher to succeed. And now it's this guy's turn. This is going bad. Okay, so 5.
Got it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to lodge a javelin at you as well, or Bendix. I'm sorry, Galabrand.
Galabrand.
Yeah.
And still 14.
Yeah. He hits you with that. It jabs into you now. You look like a pincushion with 2 of these things. You take a total of 7 damage. 2 of that is fire. And they're just calling out, he's on the roof! He's on the roof! In here... Give me 1 second here. I need to add some people to initiative real quick. Just bear with me. Did that add 2 people or just 1? It did not add them at all. Okay, let's try that again. There he is. What the heck? Okay, I don't know why this didn't add them, but I'm going to keep trying. Okay. Yeah, if you roll a natural 20, you get 1 hit point on the death save roll. Just so you know. Okay, so you see, what initiative are they at? That's 9. Descending. 9.2 is the last one to act. So this guy's next. So his turn is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He steps out the door. And he's looking around, trying to see what the hell's going on. The next one, this guy.
Did you just skip my turn?
5, 10, 15, 20. No, these guys are on initiative from the inside from last round. I just didn't add them to the tracker, so we're picking up where we left off. 25.
Well, if we're picking up from where we left off, then I should be going before them because I have an 18. They have a 17.12.
The last guy to go was this soldier who had a 9.12. And so anything below that that was already in initiative goes before you go at the top of the next round.
Okay.
So we're at the bottom of this round still. So these guys moved out. I just didn't roll initiative for them last round when that guy screamed. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He moves out here, looks around. So this one is going to throw a javelin at you on his turn from behind. That is a 14 to hit. And that is 7 damage total with 2 damage fire. So he went. This is not descending, so we're back at the top with you. 18.
All right.
There.
How does running give me an extra movement?
That's what dash is. So you have your normal movement, but if you dash for your action, that's just moving again.
Okay. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to end up right here. Then I'm going to. I want to make a leap to try to land on the stairs. And because of a
30 feet.
because of a feat I have, my leap is an extends by 3 spaces.
Very nice.
So I want to land somewhere at the top of the stair so I have less fall damage.
Okay, so if your leap is 3 spaces, that's 1, 2.
It says +3.
Right. So how much did you move to get here?
That was
10.
a 6 movements, 6. So that was like a full movement.
Okay, so then for your for your action, you're gonna. It's called leap.
I'm trying to find it again. I saw it a while ago.
I'm just looking for jump.
When you make a running jump, the distance you cover increases by +3 feet.
Okay.
Which that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a running jump.
Right.
So it doesn't tell me what I initially get. It just says I get +3, so I'm assuming I get at least 1 with a running jump. So I would make it at least 4.
Yeah, this keeps going to a spell jump. Why isn't it? Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm fine with you getting to this spot right here.
Okay, so I make a jump there.
Yeah. So that's your turn. Very good.
Then I'm going to use my dash action to run and jump off.
Hold on. Your total move.
I'm using my bonus action dash.
Okay.
I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to jump off the tower, or jump off the wall.
Oh my gosh.
Because I can't make it to the rope.
Right. You take 7 damage, and you are prone.
Okay. That's fine.
Jeez. Okay. So, now that you're down there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And he's just going to go behind him. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You're 20 feet down. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's
if I'm
10.
prone, doesn't that mean ranged attacks have disadvantage?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
So 5, 10, 15. Let's see who goes next. Oh, did I skip this guy? No, he went. And it's his turn, not his turn. Sorry. This guy, you are prone, charges 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and he's just standing there waiting for you because he can't attack you right now.
Cool.
Bendix, gotta wait. Arjan's gotta wait. Ulrich, death saving throw, please. This Dragon Army guy, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he can't get to you and fire, so he's just going to move there. This guy's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right here, he's going to throw a javelin down at you. From above, you're probably easier to hit since you're on prone. But in any case...
He would still have disadvantage.
The lowest is 18, so you get another javelin in the back.
And that downs me.
So 9 damage, just pins you to the ground.
Yep, I'm down.
Okay. On your next turn, I'll need a death saving throw. Okay, there's no possible way that they're going to get here in time for these guys to maneuver at all. So literally on their initiative, they just go back up top and enter through this front gate. You guys see it just open, just very slowly, and then it closes right back again. Bendix and Arjan, you do not see that these two are down. You don't have the spyglass. It is nighttime. All you know is you are charging directly toward this tower. Ultimately, where are you trying to get to? Are you going to try to get to where you saw them last, or were you trying to go somewhere else? Like, what was your guys' goal?
Yeah, definitely going to try and get to the rope.
Okay. So as you approach, you see...
That's the last place we would have seen them, so...
Yeah. So you see Ulrich down, and in the distance, you actually can still see Gallibrand down. Now, this is like... just go ahead and run through your death saving throws, both Ulrich and Gallibrand. You have 3 to get 3 successes or 3 failures, just one after another, and let me know which 3 comes first.
I got 3 successes. I just finished my 3rd one.
So you finally stabilize.
Let's see. I got 2 successes and a failure.
Keep going.
And got 2 failures. I got 3 failures.
Okay. So Bendix, Ulrich is out. You see, it looks like Gallibrand is like literally pinned to the ground he's got 3 different javelins sticking out of his body. Ulrich is just laying there. He seems to be breathing a little bit. As soon as you get in like this range, you see people on the battlements And we're going to go back into initiative, waiting for you. So,
Alrighty.
let's see. Who's next? This guy right here. Can you put yourself down here somewhere in this general area? Okay, so they don't see you right there. They just know that you're there. This guy, you know, if he was lucky, he might be able to try to get you, but you're so far on the edge, he's not even going to bother. The entire fort is aware of your presence, for whatever it means. Bendix, you're also over here as well, if you want to move up behind him. They're not coming out of the tower. They just see you there, and you know, they're waiting for you to sort of poke your head around so they can attack you. So what are you two doing?
All right, well, gonna get up against the wall, try to reach the arm around and pull the druid out from right there, get him around that corner there.
Okay. So you see a javelin hit the ground next to you, but they totally missed. You pull him over around the corner to you. They know you're there. They're just sort of hanging out in the, you know, on the inside. Suddenly, you hear this sort of this like weird, crazy, like screeching sound that sort of pierces the night. It's been relatively quiet. You hear these three guys on the battlement there sort of murmuring amongst each other. But this other sound is something much more terrifying. And ultimately, it's coming from inside, and it is loud.
Not my problem yet.
So I'm just going to move him around the side. You said you're next to the wall.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to their holding. Give me 1 second here. And, oh, jeez, I got to move to a different layer. Thanks for bearing with me real quick. Okay, well, this person's actually on the back, but anyway. So coming up from above the sky, you see this creature that looks as much as a dragon as you have ever even imagined. It is completely terrifying looking to you. I'm trying to find the note here. And if you look in the chat of our group here, I'm displaying it. So you see this creature with armor plating. It looks, you know, it's got wings, it's got claws, and it's like slowly rising up in the air, even above the battlement, so you can actually see it just in the sky. It's craning its long neck around, and it's got a rider on the back of it. You see her just pull out her sword, point down at you, and just attack! Just call out. So I'm going to add these two. They're going to share the same initiative for obvious reasons. Okay. So it would have been Gellerbrand's. So now it's him. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He's going to move up here as well. So you're seeing their heads on, you know, sort of, they've got the crenellated battlement, the stone crenellations there sort of between them as they're looking over. Bendix, it's your turn. What do you do?
The druid's next to me, right?
10 feet away from you.
All right. Can we try to do this without being attacked or provoking an attack? That I can just pour a potion in his mouth.
You need to be next to him, so
hands
at
him.
least that square right here. But yeah, you can administer a potion to him for sure.
All right. Drink this.
I'm going to be right back.
Okay. So what potion is that?
It's a healing potion. I thought, didn't we get some of those?
Yeah, we got 2 of them.
Okay, I'm just looking up. I think it's 1d8, but
It's 2d4 plus 2.
2 to 4 plus 2. Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Okay. Seven.
Sorry, I'm moving down to you really quick again because I had recycled it. 7 hit points to Ulrich.
That should put
Okay.
Ulrich at 7.
Ulrich, it is your turn.
Alrighty.
Well, okay, you up? I was gonna use some of my movement, see if I can throw a javelin.
Well, you can't do that with a move. Your action was to administer the potion. So you moved to the wall, and then you moved off the wall to where you are right now for your move, and then your action was to administer, so you don't have any more, unless you have a bonus action.
So what's my 2 attacks? Does that give me another, or is that just what I just did?
No, if you're
No, it takes
actively
your whole- takes
attacking
your-
something, you could do 2 attacks, but your action itself was to administer the
The
potion.
potion just wipes it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me see here. I mean, I do have a misty step, but that's not going to do anything. I'll just go ahead and that'll be it.
Okay. Ulrich?
Let's see. I guess we're out of range right now, right?
No, they can still pelt you, and you can try to throw stuff
Okay.
at them.
Okay, then I will. If I crawl to right here, is that too
you
far?
can't see. Yeah, you're out of range now.
Okay, and once I crawl there, I'm going to cast Goodberry,
Okay.
and then once I cast Goodberry, what does it take to eat a berry? Is that an action?
Since you already moved and your action was to cast a spell on your next turn, you can consume the good berries if you want. Just not in this one.
Okay.
Arjan?
Okay, what actually advances the board here? We either need to risk climbing the rope, or we need to kill these guys, or we need to flee, or we need to get inside somehow. So in order for us to get inside, we need to start killing dudes. So
Yep.
Now, you estimated there's approximately 20 soldiers inside. You only see 5 plus this crazy dragon-like creature hovering in the air right now. So you know there's a lot more on the inside.
and we'll just have to kill them all then.
All right.
So we're going to come up to this corner, grab the crossbow, and then fire. I'm sure that's going to expose me to attacks, but still. My armor class is 19.
Yeah, the only ones that you're going to be able to try to hit are these 2 down here.
That's fine. We'll kill the. We'll go for that one first.
The furthest one. So he's got. You've got a -5 to hit him because he's got cover. But go ahead.
All right. Here we go then. -5, so that's a 7. Let's go ahead and do the precision strike. So that's another D8. So 12 hit him? Probably not.
It bounces right off the stone. So
Okay,
ricochets.
this is not going to work. We need to get him down from there somehow.
Is there anything else you have to do?
Shit, I should have thought of this, but I didn't.
Is there a window
There's actually misty
on this
step.
level?
No, not on this level at all.
How
How far-
hard would it be to climb up from my space to the one directly to my right?
Well, that's a 6-inch slot. So you wouldn't be able to climb in that if that's what you're looking to do.
No,
You
no.
can
I
try to
just
climb the wall. It's going to be difficult,
Yeah.
but you can definitely try.
I don't see any other way to progress the board state, so that's going to have to be because I got to get them on an even playing field in order to have a chance. So that's what we're going to have to do. We can't get to the rope without taking a whole bunch of damage. So yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. So time to climb.
Okay, give me a
Of course,
strength
it's
check.
an 11.
You rolled an 11?
Yeah, not finding any handholds or
No,
anything like
you're
that.
trying your best, and you just slide right back down. You don't even really make it off the ground at all.
We look like
All right.
a bunch of amateurs right now. Those guys
Okay,
are
it's
sitting
this
up on
guy.
the wall. Like,
So you have cover from this one, but he's going to huck a javelin. It's going to be, well, not easy. Let's see what happens. What's your armor class?
19.
No, it sails past you, just sticks into the ground.
nice job.
He can't
Well,
actually
maybe-
see you.
Maybe if we stay here, we can just aggravate them enough to come out, huh?
I mean, they
So,
can just
let me
ignore
ask you
for all
this.
intents and purposes.
Can we? Do you guys think we can get on top of this tower here? What?
I don't see any other way to advance the board state is the thing. So either we try climbing up on this side or we just leave.
Okay. How high up is that from where we're standing? Perspective, I guess. So just
So
It
this
was 20.
tower is 30 feet tall.
really.
The walls are 20 feet tall.
Okay.
Okay, so it's this one's turn. You see its form shift and break away. Give me 1 second. It turns into a massive monster.
Oh,
Whoa,
God.
dude.
Oh, I am. I feel dumb now. I feel dumb.
Ain't that
So
a big
he
boy?
jumps off, and you see his wings just slow. He's a large creature, by the way, and he just glides down to here, and he slices at you as soon as he
Hello,
gets to the ground.
Sivak.
I'm sorry.
Said hello, Sivak.
Yep. So
Who's that?
19 and 14. The first one hits you. You take 13 damage from him just slashing at you with his
Ow.
serrated blade. And then you see his tail whip out and try to strike you as well. So that is, oh, my eyes are all blurry. I need to use my glasses here. That's only a 17. So that misses. The tail just sort of whips at you, and you now know that this creature has much more than just a sword to attack you with. It is angry, and it is ready to go. Let's see. Next is this creature right here. So this is both of them. Oh my gosh. I got to move this because it's not selecting them. It's in the back. So they're already in the air. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And his flight is 60. Yeah. So you see it flying out, and it's just right up here with a rider on top of it, looking down at you. The rider. Where are you, sir? So you see she has this massive crossbow, and she just levels it down at you guys and fires. It hits the wall and careens off the wall a little bit before clattering to the ground, and she orders the creature to go down next, closer to you. Galibrand, you are up.
I'm up.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
think Galibrand's dead.
Yeah, Galibrand's dead.
Yeah, I failed my death saves.
Okay, I just removed you. All right, so it's this character's turn. Okay, so he disappears from your sight. And that guy's gone. Bendix. So Galibrand, this is going to take a while. If you want to hang out, you're more than welcome. But your character is dead, so unless they can drag your body back and get some sort of resuscitation spell cast on you, that's kind of it. I don't want to waste your time, but you're more than welcome to hang out and sort of talk and stuff like that if you'd like.
I'll hang around.
Okay. Bendix, you're up.
I am going to turn
I
off my
should've-
camera
Okay.
just so it's like
Okay.
Galibrand's no longer there.
I should have Misty stepped on top of this piece right here, and then I could have threw down a rope, secured something and threw down a rope. But there's
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, do
Misty
that,
step.
man. Do
Huh?
it.
Hold
Do
on.
it.
Going to. I didn't think of that the first time. I'm like, damn it! I said I couldn't do anything, but
So Misty
All right.
Step, briefly surrounded by a mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. You cannot see on top of that.
What about the wall? Can you see on top of the wall?
how about anywhere
No.
over here?
You
Or
have
I
to be able
can't-
to see the spot that you're landing in, and you can't see the floor at all above you.
All right.
I got a grappling hook I was going to use, but I kind of got a dude in front of me now.
Can I Misty Step right up to the edge of it and catch it and then pull myself up?
Well, if you want to Misty Step to the edge of the wall, that's your action.
That's
Your
bonus
move
action.
would not be able to move off of the air. You can't grab onto something on a move action. So you would you would literally have to see the place you're going to land.
All right.
You would just
Okay.
fall back down if that was the case.
Fun. All right. Well, who's in front of me? Who's this?
That's me. That's me.
All right.
Can you hover
Toss
over
me a rope.
the...
I can get up there.
I'm sorry?
What now, Derek? I didn't hear you.
I just yell. I said, toss me the rope. I can get up there.
Who has the rope? Is that you, Curtis?
I have rope, and don't you have rope too?
I do.
I tied it to the wall.
And take it out because I figured yours was already out. So I'll go ahead and I'll take mine out and I give it to Derek.
You have to move over to him to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so
Just
that's
throw
your
it to
turn.
me.
Do you have any bonus
Um,
actions you can do, or
Yeah. Okay. So that was my movement.
and that take it out of your pack and hand it over to him is going to be a turn, an action.
Okay. So I probably couldn't cast a spell, could I?
Not unless it's a bonus action. that allows you to do it.
The only thing I have is, you know what? No, because I got Hunter's Mark. I'm not going to use it right this second here. So that'll be it for me for now.
Okay, Ulrich.
All right. So now that I have the rope, I'm casting Spider Climb on myself.
Okay, and what's the duration on that?
Duration is 1 hour.
Okay.
I believe. Let me make sure. 1 hour.
And it's just one action to cast it.
It says one action,
Okay.
and
So does that mean
And
that
then
you
I
don't
can-
you don't have to it doesn't slow you down? Like, can you read the spell description for me?
yeah, it says until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch gains the ability to move up, down, across the vertical surfaces, upside down, along ceilings, while leaving its hands free. The target also gains the climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
That's awesome. Okay. Okay, so you cast that on you. That's your action.
So, but I still. Okay, then I just walk up the wall. My walking speed is normally 30, but I have mobile, so I get an additional 10. So I just basically walk 40 feet. While
Okay.
I do that, I
So
leave the
it's
rope
30 to
hanging
get to
down.
the top. What square are you going to be on the top?
All right, I need to
Let's
step
see.
away
I'll just
for
be
a
right.
minute, so I'll
be right here.
Okay. So again,
And,
you've been up on these tops before. There's nowhere to tie anything off on the top of the tower.
I'm holding it.
Okay.
Now, just so I understand, what is the rooftop made of?
It's all stone. The towers are stone.
Oh, it's so the rooftop's stone too. Wow.
Yeah, the
Okay,
entire tower is
that's
structured
not expected.
and outside. It's the interior that has the wooden.
I understand. I'm just saying the roof itself is actually stone, which is interesting. So, okay. So there's no. So I'm just gonna throw the rope down while I'm walking up. I'm not even throwing it down. Just letting it. I'm holding on to one end and running up the other end.
Okay.
Then after I get that, how tall? Let's see, how tall was that? 30 feet.
You've gone 35 at this point.
35. So I'm gonna go ahead and go I'll go right here, and I'm just gonna hold on to the rope, and I'm just gonna I'm just holding on, wrapping it around myself, and I'm basically just gonna like have it holding on, and I'm just basically running over this direction, basically heading that direction, basically with the rope.
Okay, I need to know length of this rope.
Should be 50 feet, right?
50 feet, so you probably won't be able to get too far without us being able to climb it.
You're at 40 feet now, so it's got 10 feet down on the ground.
Yep, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, Arjan, you're up.
Well, I could try to climb the rope, or I could try to fight this thing. I'm going to try and fight this thing. So it's time to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So first attack is 26, and second attack is we're gonna precision strike that second attack. Okay. So
is that a reaction? Is that a bonus action for precision?
No, it's free action. So a 19 on the second attack.
And how many times can you do that per turn?
I can do that technically on every attack, but I can only do it 2 more times.
Oh, so there's a limit. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the second attack total?
Second attack total is a 19.
Okay, you hit both. You're just like striking at this guy with the battle axe. He's doing his best to sort of defend against you with his two-handed sword, but you are getting past him, just cutting into his arm. He's just, getting all pissed off.
So that's 20 points total between 2 attacks. I don't know if he has DR or not.
That's dope, dude. Okay. No, he does not have damage resistance against anything. Crazy nice hit, man. So you cut into him. To be honest, he doesn't seem to be reacting as if it's like some, damaging situation he finds himself in at this moment. He takes it like a champ. Just sort of give you an indication there. Okay, so this guy, he can barely see you. It's going to be difficult to hit into you. He's going to come down this way.
I hope you're stupid enough to still open up the gates for us to come get us.
All right. So, Ulrich. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 40. So it's flying toward you, and it's just... You can see that it's sort of holding back just a little bit. She reaches up and shoots her crossbow at you.
How many feet up?
They are...
How many feet up?
They're about 10 feet above you right now.
Okay.
So she fires at you. A dirty 20. So you take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. 5 of those 12 is fire.
And I fall off the roof dying as I fall.
Oh, you didn't fall. You just drop in your spot. You didn't push you.
Okay.
So you just drop down. You guys see the rope just slowly fall off and just crumple up at the bottom. Damn. Okay, so that's their turn.
Wrap around me.
Let's see. Dragon Army soldier. Where are you? That's down there. And that's over there. Bendix, you're up. You see the rope just fall down at your feet.
Boy, this is going well, huh?
Yeah. Like I said, I've got rope and a grappling hook on my backpack. If
well, here's the bad part. Like, let's just say you retreated for argument's sake. Ulrich is still up there, So I mean, like something. I don't know how you guys get out of this. I'm interested to see what you choose.
Oh, I choose death.
Okay. So Bendix, you're up.
Yeah. Shit. No. This is not going well at all.
Could just focus on the bad guys here and then try to do something after that.
So I'm trying to think. Yeah. All right. Just thinking this out here. 1 second. We move here. I mean, we could get up in the tower area, but those things fly. You already hit this guy already?
You did twice.
Yep, I already had him. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna cast. I'm gonna use my bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark. Put that on him.
On this?
The silvery guy, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and make my first attack.
So can you refresh my memory on what Hunter's Mark does?
It adds a d6 to his weapon attacks against the chosen target.
And the time it takes to cast it, what action is it?
Bonus action.
And then lastly, is it a concentration?
It is.
Okay.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Make my first attack here. You know what? I'm going to use an ability here as well. Let's get him out of the way quick. I'm going to use a Divine Smite's a special. When you hit with the melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot. You know what? No, I'm just going to use my Precision Strike, my special.
Go ahead.
So that gives me advantage on the attack for my first attack. Come on.
Just let me know
22?
the roll. 22 hits, for sure.
Okay. So just base damage. 10. And then I'm going to roll another d8 for my...
D6.
Well, I got Hunter's Mark, but then I also get addition. I roll, if the attack hits for my Squire of Solamnia, then
Okay, yeah. So it's a d8 plus another d6.
yeah. Find my d8 here. For Pete's sake, here we go. So it's 16, and then a d6. 19.
19. So is the Squire of Solamnia, is that a reaction? Like, what's the...
It says it's a special. It says when you when I make a weapons attack. So
Gotcha.
It's just something that activates.
Oh, it causes the attack roll to have advantage, and you already had advantage. So that's precision strike, right?
yes.
Okay. And what was the total again, please?
19. That was my first attack.
Very nice. Okay, you slice into it. You can see blood just sort of spurt out, and he's like leaning over. Clearly not feeling great.
Okay, let's see if I can finish him off with my next attack. I don't get advantage. I'm just going to roll straight here. That's a fumble.
Is that a 1?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a nat one.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of slip a little bit, and you just go down on a knee. It's not really going to affect you at all, but that's just sort of how you sort of messed up on that roll, on that attack attempt. Next is Ulrich. Death save, please. Arjan.
All right, we're gonna try and we're gonna try and kill this dude. So first attack, that is also a nat one.
Oh wow! Yeah,
Second
there's blood
attack.
all over the ground, just soaking at this point.
Well,
And
you
you guys
got
are
him.
sort of slipping a little bit.
And there's the 19 on the second attack.
You bring that second one back up around. He's feeling a little bit of hope, and perhaps this can happen. You just cut right into him. He's unable to deflect that blow. What's the damage?
11 points of damage.
All right, let's see. We're at. That's 50. Okay. You cut into him. He's using like one wing to help prop him up. He's just sort of staggering just a little bit, looking around, wondering where the hell everyone else is. Next. Are you going to
Come
move
here
anything?
often? No, I'm staying right here. You come here often?
Come on, Derek, for your death save, you got to roll a 20.
That would be awesome.
I don't see it happening, but I'll hope.
I do. That's even
Okay, so now these guys, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Diving down 40, 50. So he is... Oh, shit, I grabbed someone in the way. Oops. Just you.
This is Buddy.
So this is about 10 feet above you. And this person like just comes down and is like shooting a crossbow down at you.
How you gonna say gonna start healing? I'm like, okay.
Wait a second, I gotta find the right tab. I got like a billion tabs open right now. Okay, so what is this? Yours is 19, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The crossbow hits the ground right at your feet. It's like, you guys have about 30 seconds to get out of here before you're overwhelmed. Prepare to die.
Or we'll kill all of your dudes. You could leave now, just saying.
Right. Okay, you don't see what that one's doing. That one. Bendix, you're up again.
I'm up.
Yeah. So this... Oh, wait. What happened to this? This guy.
Did he get removed from initiative?
What?
Or did he get so messed up that he's just like, oh, I don't know about this.
How you doing for hit points right now?
He's not even in the rotation. How did that happen? He was before. All right, I don't know what just happened. I gotta add him again.
Kurt, it's somewhat you good on hit points?
Oh,
Yeah. I'm still at
shape-shifted
80%.
and that removed him. That's what it was.
I'm still at 80%.
Okay, roll. Why isn't it doing it? I should have anticipated that. Sorry, guys. So, Bendix, you were at 14.5. It goes before you. I'm going to resort this to get back down. There. Okay. So, this creature is going to whip at you with the tail. What is your armor class?
Mine's 19.
Oh,
No, Bendix. Bendix is the
20.
one that was hitting him hard.
20.
I mean, you cut into him heavy, for sure. He turned his attention to the more divine person. I got to move him underneath the other guy. Okay, so the first one struck you. You take 13 damage from this sword cutting into you, and he's sort of glaring at you a little bit. He's going to... no, he's going to stay right where he is. That's fine. All right, now Bendix, it's your turn.
Okay, 13 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, it's hard, man. All right, and that was the guy that I just beat it on.
That's coming
right?
from a guy who just did like 20.
Yeah. All right. Same thing. Let's just finish him out. Finish him off. Just gonna roll a natural. No special abilities here. First attack. Come on. Does that hit? 14.
No, he parries it.
Second attack. That's gonna hit. 25.
Yes, it does. He parries it. You use that leverage to swing around and cut him in the other side of him.
All right. Damage. Looks like it's gonna be 6, and then from the hunter's mark. Jeez, I'm just rolling great today, aren't I? 7. Yeah, that does enough.
Okay, so you see the Draconian itself start crumbling into dust and then forms into this spectral shrieking image of Bendix. Just screams out, "Ah!" And you guys are just shocked and stunned that you see Bendix right in front of you. You see yourself right in front of you. I need you guys to give me a wisdom check, please. Wisdom saving throw. Both of you.
Well, it was a 20, and then it rolled onto a 2. So,
Ka-dunk.
just whoa!
What'd you get, Bendix?
22.
22? Okay. So, Arjan, you are now feared.
Oh boy!
For 1 full minute, you lose control of yourself. You can repeat your saving throw at the end of the minute. That's going to be in 10 turns. But until then, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while this creature exists. Well, for the next minute, and you got to re-roll. And you can't willingly move closer to the source of the fear, so you can't move closer. Okay, so you just have disadvantage on everything right now.
My hunter's mark is going to move over to the rider now.
How does that happen?
Whenever a creature dies, if it's the target of a hunter's mark, you can then bonus action to move it to a new target.
Okay. So who are you targeting? The flying creature or the rider?
The rider.
Okay. Just big green dot. Boop.
I know, huh? It's like,
Okay, so the rider itself. Next. That was a great one. Are you going to move at all, or are you good where you are?
think I'm gonna be fine here. Well, yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Arjan, you're up.
How high up is that rider?
It's 10 feet above you.
Don't you have a pole arm? You don't have.
No, I do not.
It's a battle axe.
I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and move to here, and we're going to try and, since I've got the last set of rope and a grappling hook, I'm going to try and get a rope up there. Try and toss a rope up there so we can at least try to
here.
so we can
40
try and
feet
climb
is
up.
or 30 feet is a pretty strong throw. Give me an athletics check.
More
Sure thing.
things to an Abrams or something like an armor tank.
Just remember, I have a whole bunch of good berries that are in my hand that I can't use as a bonus action.
I'm clearly still freaked out by
Do
the
it
whole
a
thing.
different way
You're
here.
gonna, you have a disadvantage on it anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no matter what, you throw it up, it sort of bounces off the wall and lands next to you. So you
I
move.
got nothing else I can do at the moment, so yeah, that's me.
Okay. Ulrich, death saving throw, please. Yes,
Come on, Derek. Roll 20.
so let me look at this real quick.
A 16.
Nice. This thing swoops down at you. It does not provoke attacks of opportunity as it flies by you. The creature itself attacks you twice, and you see the rider slice at you as well with its weapon. So the first off, it's, let's see, multi-attack right here. So what was your armor class?
20. It's
So
attacking me.
2 hits. You take a total of 20 damage. 4 of that is fire. And then the flyby, this creature attacks you with 2 rending attacks. The first one hits, the second one does not. You take 13 damage, and 3 of that was fire.
So 33 points of damage.
Yeah. And so it goes 5, 10, 15 up, 20 up, 25, 30. So it stops here, and it's 20 feet above you. Okay. So that's its turn. They're doing something else. Bendix, you're up.
Need to heal. That did hurt. I've got an ability here that I could probably, if I feared the rider, would he naturally take the mount with him?
No, there's
probably need
independent mounts, and then there's like riding mounts, basically. And this one's independent.
Yeah,
That's why it can attack.
You would need to fear the mount itself.
Oh, okay. Just trying to see if it should.
Alternatively, you could just ready in action for when it gets close enough to attack, and then you would just attack.
No, that's what I want to do. Like, as your enemy, as an action, you can choose one creature within 60 feet of you that you can see to make a Wisdom saving throw. Fiends and undead have disadvantage on the saving throw. On failure, the creature is frightened and its speed is reduced to 0.
Well, that would just mean it falls to the ground, I would think, at that point. But
Yeah, it's
speed is a 0. It
It's
just
not
stays where it
attacking
is.
us either.
yeah, that's fair.
But I'm down 8 hit points too, so I probably should just lay on hands.
Yeah, I would lay
Let me know
on
what you're
hands.
gonna do.
All right, lay on hands. So I'm going to heal myself 25 hit points.
Very nice. Okay.
That's an action there. So, and then I'm probably going to want to move. I'll move closer to the to Curtis, closer to the rope.
Can you move yourself? Okay. And that's it?
Yeah.
Arjan, you're up.
Second verse same as the first, because we need to get up to a higher ground and at least get inside. Even if we have to fight our way through 20 dudes, we still got to get inside somehow. So, gonna try and nope, 8.
Yeah, it just bounces right back down. Are you gonna do anything else?
You know what? I'm hurt, so I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action and do second wind. It'd be nice if I could actually roll it there beyond. There we go. So that is, I get 14 hit points back. Okay, that brings me back up to full. That's nice. Oh.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I can do because I'm still trying to mess with this rope.
All right, death saving throw for Ulrich. 4 is their turn again. So 5, 10, 15, 20 comes right up to you again. And this time it does the exact same thing. It rakes at you, Paladin. Where are you? And
I passed my
Paladin-
3rd death save.
Perfect. All right, you
Because
stabilize.
you're stable.
Yeah, rolled a 10.
Awesome. And they're flying at you, slicing at you as best they can with their movement and stuff, and they just cannot connect with you at all. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It goes up. It's 30 feet above you at this point. That's that turn. Bendix, you're up.
All right. Now probably a good time. I could probably just fear that use that one observe. Just make a
Yeah,
saving
might as
throw and see
well.
what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my, well, it's an action. One of my channel divinities. When you use a channel divinity, you choose which option to use. And it's the, man, I don't know why I'm having a hard time trying to find it. I just read it.
Oh, your enemy?
Yeah.
They need to, the mount would need to
As
make
an
a
action, you
wisdom
choose
saving
one
throw.
creature within 60 feet that you can see, make a wisdom saving throw. With a
Be it a
DC
15?
of what?
DC
15?
would be your it's going to be 8 plus your proficiency, which is 3, so 11, plus your charisma, which is what?
It's 18.
So its total DC is 15.
Okay, wisdom. It made it. So you like call out to Paladin, help me, fear me, and whatever, like this divine light floods over it. It just, it doesn't seem to be affected at all by it.
Really?
Yep. Anything else you want to do?
I think that's it, right? If I use that, yeah, as an action, so I'm done. I can't do anything else. Yeah, movement, spells. I can use a bonus here and tell Curtis to make an attack here. So
He's 30 feet above you.
So you made it up?
No. The dragon and the rider are 30 feet above you.
You don't
Yeah,
have a
the
form
target.
or anything?
No, we already been over this.
Spear,
battle axe.
nothing like that? Just
No.
nothing ranged? Okay, all right. That's it.
Okay. Arjan.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to get a rope up here with this dragon thing dive bombing us. So we're going to go back to the battle axe, and then we're just going to take a readied action to attack as soon as it's within range for me to attack.
Okay. So, Ulrich, you are stabilized. We go back down. It flies down. So go ahead and take your attack. It's going to be attacking Bendix, but you readied your action, so.
Yeah. 14 to hit the mount.
No. You see
Okay,
it
I
just
didn't
move
think
its
so.
wing up and just soars slightly out of your reach. And then it takes its 2 attacks. Both of those miss. What I haven't been doing is giving advantage to this officer. Oh, sweet hell. So it attacks you twice. You take 20 damage. 4 of that is fire.
Is
And
that
it
me?
soars, yes.
How much? Sorry, I didn't
20
hear that.
damage, and 4 of that is fire. So it goes down 30, comes back up 30. It's like hovering up over you here at 30 feet. Okay. In that particular case, we're getting close here. Bendix.
All right, that one thing's out of our range here. This is annoying. Can't hit it, man.
Use your spells to heal yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. So I'll go ahead and cast a Cure Light on myself here.
Okay.
So 9.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's either heal yourself or prepare an action to attack, and just hope for the best.
Yeah, and so that was my action of healing there. So I don't have anything else. So that's it.
Okay. Arjan, you're up.
Same thing. We're gonna prepare an action to hit it with my axe. What is the source of my fear?
The
Just out of
source of your
curiosity.
fear is a corpse standing right here,
Okay.
a ghostly image of Bendix standing right here screaming.
So could I go around the corner and cut off that sight so I'm no longer at well, no, because then
Unfortunately,
I wouldn't
this
be able to
lasts a
attack it.
minute no matter what.
Okay, so
This is
all
the-
right. So I'm just kind of okay.
You're just at
And I'm just
disadvantage.
gonna. All right, I'll just prepare an action to attack as soon as it's within range, then, because that's really
Did you
all I
roll
can.
disadvantage on your last attack?
Yes, it did.
I just want to make sure that's clear. Okay, so you're preparing for another one in case it gets close to you?
Just assume that's what I'm gonna do until it's dead or on the
Okay.
ground.
Stabilized. And they've got one more. And we're back here. So it swoops down again. Go ahead and give me that disadvantage attack.
Oh, hang on. That's the actual attack. 17 to hit.
Let me look at it. You hit the... Wait, who are you
Oh.
targeting?
I'm targeting the mount
Okay,
specifically.
you hit the mount. You sliced at it with your battle axe. You hear it just screech out.
6 points. Ugh.
6?
6 damage, yeah.
Gotcha. Let's see. Okay, so then it rakes at Bendix twice, and it's going to have the rider attack Bendix as well. So it does not successfully hit you with the Dragonelle itself. And you were hit twice. That's 20 more damage. 4 of that is fire, Bendix.
All right, I'm down to 2 hit points. Really don't want to have to reroll tunes here today.
So it's their turn. Now it's Bendix. So it flies up again. I mean, it's just doing the exact same tactic until it kills you guys. 30 feet above you right here.
So if I just ready attack and when it comes at me, that's what we and then when it comes.
That would be an option.
Yeah, that's basically how we're gonna have to fight this thing.
All right. Shoot.
Because I've only got a +4 to hit with a crossbow, so it's just I might as well just use the axe at this point.
Yeah, I only got 2 hit points left, so I got to figure this out here. So if I do another, I can cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds. And then that would be it. I wouldn't be able to ready an attack here when they do swoop down? Or no?
It would be a full action. So are you doing something else on your turn?
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to cure myself because I'm not going to make it.
Yeah, that's an action. You wouldn't be able to.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds here.
You could go prone behind me after that and use me as like the obvious target. I don't know if that would work though.
Yeah, it's clearly been targeting him.
Okay.
I mean, to see him change at that point, I mean, it'd be foolish when it's seeing it's doing so much damage to him.
All right, here we go. That's it for me. So
Arjan, you're up.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bonus action rally on him to give him some temporary hit points.
I'm going to be leaving, so
Okay.
I gotta go.
Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate you.
Okay, so you get 4 points of temporary hit points. That's really all I can do on that front. And then I will, as my action, prepare an action to attack as soon as it's within range.
Okay. Okay, at this point, you hear screaming, and soldiers are charging around the corner. So that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you can just hear a lot of soldiers screaming as they charge out of the gates toward you all.
Hey, mission accomplished.
Bro,
We
the
got
gate's still open.
We got the gate open.
The gates are open.
Success!
Now we just... How the hell do we signal people? I'm pretty sure the screen would have let them know, though.
All right, it comes down, so I need you to give me your attack.
Yep, still at disadvantage.
Yep.
It's a 23.
Well, disadvantage, you take the lower one.
No,
right?
the other one was a crit.
Oh, I only see the one. Okay, so 23 hits. Give me a damage, please.
All right, you damage. 6 points. Can't roll above a 2.
Okay. So, that's crazy, because earlier you were doing massive damage to the CVAC. So it like cuts into it, it screams out. "Ah!" The rider is just slicing down at Bendix, trying to end him for good, and the Dragonelle is trying to do the same. She just screams over you, "You're next! Prepare to die!"
Or you can prepare to die. I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm prepared. We're good.
To be fair, this
Okay,
thing's
Bendix.
to be fair, this thing's hovering above, so it's attacking up, so I can't get my full leverage with the axe.
Right.
That's how I'm seeing it.
Okay. All right. Bendix, you said it was 20, right? Both of those miss. So all of these attacks come down at you. It probably startled it from being attacked by Arjan, sorry. But in either case, it was like moving around. She's like, "Hold it steady, mount, come on!" And we are at them now. So all of these are on the same initiative. Let me add them really quick. Doing this whole off and on thing is kind of frustrating.
Or maybe Raven had everyone start marching towards the fort as soon as they heard the horn.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's see, 25. It's going to attack down at Bendix because he seems to be the one that's hurt. Let's see, multi-attack with advantage. And none of them hit you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Moves into range and attacks you. Dude, your armor class is great because they are rolling low. This one misses. Let's see, next. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Bendix. You're up.
All right. Can I remove the hunter's mark?
No, the enemy has to die in order for you to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if I can't cast any other spells in, or
No, you can. It's just if you want to move the hunter's mark.
no. I wanted to remove it entirely. Well, I wanted to end that spell and cast Wrathful Smite.
Dude, I don't see you guys in the turn order. I did something in...
You absolutely can do that, yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm sorry. This order got all messed up. I don't see you guys on it at all.
I see myself there.
You see yourself in the turn order?
Yeah, I'm at 14.
How does it... I don't see it at all. Oh, there you are. Okay. Jeez. That was freaking me out.
Shoot.
So we're at Bendix, right?
Well, maybe I won't, because if I cast that, that's my action, right? So
see
then,
Bendix.
No, Wrathful Smite is a bonus action.
All right, this is messed up. I don't see Bendix on here. Bendix, do you
Yeah,
see yourself in here?
No, I don't see Bendix in the order for whatever reason.
Oh my gosh. So this is frustrating. You were 15, I think. Or 15.5 or something like that.
yeah.
Okay, 15.5.
What happened when I rolled it? I
We're
didn't
gonna reload this.
It show up on your map there, Adam.
There. Okay. What was that?
Oh, I probably why I came in. Maybe I came up missing is when we first started initiative. I didn't click on my.
Oh,
I just
What, you're
told you. But anyways, okay. So as a bonus, I'm just going to cast Wrathful Smite on myself, and then I'm going to ready an attack. When that thing comes down, then I'm gonna attack it.
okay.
Oops, sorry. Shoot.
That's fine. The Dragon Army soldiers go.
Oh, that one already went, just FYI.
Yeah, this one is everyone.
Oh, okay.
So, well, that one is 15-12.
Yeah, he already went, though.
So-
Yeah.
Ulrich, Arjan. Arjan?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, what... I've got 5 rounds left on this disadvantage thing. I'm just going to focus on the dragon, then. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and, yeah, we're going to ready an action on that mount again. And that's all I really can do.
Okay. So this guy is going to attack you, Bendix. And he misses both times. You're just parrying him off with your shield and sword. All right, so all of these move on the same one together. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50,
Have a
55,
fireball.
60. So they're just moving all around with their full movement without actually...
So once the gates open up in the front, what's that other army doing?
We don't know.
Yeah, at this point, you're not in a position to talk to them at all. And there's a spot right there that they're ultimately going to be going to. All right, so you're... Oh, no, that's where Arjan is, actually. That's them. And those guys aren't doing anything that you know of. Okay, so the dragon sees that all of this is happening above it. It's going to stay up where it is and move so I can see what the hell is going on. It's going to move over here, and the rider's just going to pelt you with its crossbow. Let's see. Dragon Officer. Heavy crossbow. And both, it just hits the ground, completely missing you. Your armor class is a blessing. Okay, he has advantage on his attack for you. And this soldier is striking down at you. This is comical with the amount that they're missing. So you're hit by that one. You take 9 damage. 2 of that is fire. And then next, Bendix, you're up. So Bendix, you took 9 damage.
9 damage, all right.
Don't forget to subtract the temporary hit points you had.
Yes, so that would just be 5. Huh. All right. So the dragon chickened out and moved away, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's staying away so its soldiers can kill you.
All right. I'm gonna take a swing at this one here.
Okay.
Just gonna make my first attack here. Actually, I got Hunter's Mark on that one, don't I?
You have it on the rider.
I
Yeah, but on
do.
the runner. Yeah.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna put it on that guy.
No, it has to die in order for you to move it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for helping me out throughout the whole day.
I'm sorry. I
Rules.
run a lot of 5th edition. I know how this spell works.
No, you're perfect, man. 22 hit.
A 22 does hit.
All right. So there's 9, and then with that spell that I have, you're gonna make a saving throw for fear.
I need to have you face him as you're attacking him because everyone else is going to be able to attack you without your shield and your dexterity bonus attached to it since you're flanked.
It's gonna matter at this point here. We're completely outnumbered. Let's see here. So that's 9 plus 5, so that's 14 points of damage, and then the spell itself.
What spell?
If I can get this up here to show you it. Take psychic damage additionally if the target is a creature and must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
What is it you're using?
Oh, he's Wrathful Smite that he cast
Wrathful
last turn.
Smite.
What is that a bonus? What is that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the spell that I casted.
The previous turn, yeah.
Yes.
You have that more than once?
Well,
you have the
it's on
spell
me
slots?
until I die, but
Because you've cast a few spells.
And he's got the spell slots. He's a level 5 Paladin.
How many spells can you cast?
I
Something
casted
4.
1 second level.
4 first,
And I
2
cast-
second.
Yeah, because he cast.
I'm not seeing you marking them off, and so I'm questioning how many you have left.
Well, I have been marking him off. I think what happened on this turn here is I had cast several times here, and it filled them up. So I do have a mark on my roll 20, not my roll 20, but my
Because he cast 1 cure at first level, 1 cure at second level. Then he cast Hunter's Mark, which is first level spell, and then Wrathful Smite, which I believe is a first level.
It is.
Okay.
So this is your
So you-
second time casting Wrathful Smite, so that's your third first level spell. And you have 1 second level spell cast. So you have 1 second level spell left and 1 first level spell after this Wrathful Smite. It is a DC 15 for this guy to try to resist. Let's see, Wisdom. No, he did not. He is afraid of you.
There's 1. Okay.
So let me mark this real quick.
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. That's good. All right, so now it's all these Dragon Army guys. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 get to attack you without your dex or shield. So what's your armor class without your dex or shield?
It's going to be really low. So my shield, I think I got a 2.
No, he's
It's
got
a
the
plus
+1
1
shield. So right
So
now,
it's a 3. That's 17. And then
Yeah.
without my dex,
you wearing heavy armor. You didn't apply your dex to your armor class anyway.
He doesn't have heavy armor, I don't think. He has chainmail, I think.
Chainmail is heavy armor.
Is it?
You don't apply your dexterity to your armor class when wearing heavy armor.
Okay,
so is it 17 then?
17. Okay. So let's see what happens here. This one attacks you, and it's within your shield area, so it's a normal. Where are you? I gotta remove the Sivak one. So 1, 2. So you are hit twice by this guy. He comes at you with his two-handed sword. You take a total of... Oh, that's the wrong... Where's the... 18 damage. 4 of that
Okay.
is fire from that first one. This one is the lower armor class. You only get hit once from him. That's 9 damage. 2 of that is fire. This one attacks. Only 1 of those hit. That's 9 damage with fire. None of those hit. You're just like being sort of battered around, and everything you can do to sort of avoid them just sort of made this guy completely biff on his attempts. This one tries to attack. So that's 2 attacks. That's 18 with 4 of it being fire. I don't know why I say that. It doesn't really matter that much. And then this one attacks.
I think I was down on the first attack. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to tell me.
Yeah.
not that many.
So then they don't attack you once you drop. So after this very first one you dropped?
Yes.
Okay.
You said 19, right? I only have 12.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you just drop down to the ground. These guys are now attacking Arjan, so I got to re-roll because I didn't know that. So
That's
Arjan,
fine.
this one attacks you. Which way are you facing, Arjan?
Let me see. The dragon was originally like right here
Right.
last time I was looking at it, so I would be facing in that kind of direction. So southwesternly.
Yeah. Okay. You don't have a shield anyway, though, right?
I do.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so then anyone on this side is not going to have to deal with your shield or dex if
Yeah.
you have it. These ones
Yes.
will. Okay, so first one. And the worst part about it is they get advantage because that dragon's there on every single attack. So what's your armor class without your shield?
Without the shield, it's 17.
Okay, so only one of those hit. You take 9 damage, 2 of fire. Oh, this is bad. He just moves in, stepping onto Bendix. Basically, it's just difficult terrain to step on his body. One of those hit. You take 9 damage, 2 of its fire. They can't hit you. Your regular armor class here is 20, you said?
No, my regular armor class is 19.
Okay, so only one hit you on that one. That's another 9 damage. And then this guy attacks. And all of those missed. So you were just able to sort of batter him off using your shield to sort of push it. Ulrich is 0. Arjan, you're up, man.
I guess today we die. So the dude that's on top of Bendix...
They're telling you to give up. Like, if you want to live, put your weapon down. Like the commander up here is screaming down at you. Give up! You might still live through this war.
As slaves.
Yeah, as hard as they were hitting me...
As my personal sex slaves.
Oh, Jesus. All right, well... I don't see any other way out of this, to be honest. Yeah, I'm guessing it's... Yeah. I could go out in a blaze of glory, but I'm the only one left standing, so I'm going to have to drop the axe and be like, all right. You guys needed to gang up on us to win. I get it.
Gotta have to go.
You wish to surrender? I accept.
That was great. Okay, so you drop down your axe and your shield. They move forward, detain you. You can see them wrapping you up. And as they start to move you toward the front open gate, you hear the screaming of Raven's forces as they're finally coming into the area. They had started way earlier on after you guys had already ran down here, and they're just finally now getting up to here. You just see the other forces sort of freak out as they're like rushing you into the gate. We're out of initiative at this point. And that's where we're going to end it. We're going to leave it with a little bit of mystery about what happens to our heroes. Do they get out of it? Did Raven's forces rescue them? I had other stuff planned for this. I did not expect to go in this direction, but this is how the game works sometimes, and you just have to take what you got, what you're given. All right, let me move this screen over to here.
Now I really want to play next week.
Just to see. See what happens. All right, I really appreciate everyone turning in. I know it's painful to watch stuff like this and to have a, I mean, that was like a 3-hour fight. Is exhaustive to watch. So if you hung in for that whole thing, I appreciate you. Unfortunately, we did lose one character. We don't know if he could possibly be resurrected at this point, but that is where we landed. Gentlemen, thank you so much for playing this game with me today. I appreciate you.
Outstanding, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is it for the 7th episode of our Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen live play. I'd like to thank the players for joining me as always, for making this an entertaining session. And for you watching, what did you think of this adventure so far? When you got to this point in the campaign, did you have trouble with it? Did you take a different tactic? Let us know in the comments below. We appreciate your feedback. Feel free to email me at info@dlsaga.com or leave a comment below. I'd like to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. All this goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Thank you for watching. This has been Adam with DragonLance Saga. Until next time, Slán Javar.